did the homework last week, but I turned it in today. I just saw it.
So they're still alive.
I did not turn in Half-Orc questions yet because I don't want to like waste them.
You don't remember that?
No, I asked him on Monday.
I'm like doing my own. No.
Some of my stuff was from the research, so I didn't want to.
Are we gone?
I wanted to get that.
We're live.
Oh, we live? Alright.
Give us the
Give us a recap, Skyler. Alright, so last week, don't remember the exact date, but we were in the library of Toth. Everybody went out and we all went to try and search for some knowledge and such. Truegar, we all went to eat and some of us got very drunk. We got our hands on some moon wine. I did not drink any, but I believe Matteo drank a couple cups. And
A cup and a half.
So did Truegar. The Oglen, Ash, and Dimble also tried some moon wine, but they also recognized that it did not affect them whatsoever. And Dirt just kind of doing dirt things, like like he was just not doing anything too crazy. He was just
Vibing, as the kids say.
Vibing. And anything else? Anybody's got to add?
But they're not doing the recap. You are.
Yeah, you're right. It is me. I don't have.
I forgot.
I don't have anything else.
Fine,
to add.
tag in somebody.
All right.
Tag me in, bro. We went to the library of knowledge and we learned, and then we talked to the scribes about like current events.
Raise your hand if you did that writing thing.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, come on.
You don't get to raise your hand and pretend you did.
Did you not do the writing?
He succumbed to peer pressure.
I remember I was in the bathroom and I was like, "Hey, Will, what was the writing assignment? I think we had one." And then I did it.
Everyone but Skylar did it. That's why I told everybody to raise their hand so I could put them on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we talked to them. Drank a bunch of moon wine. Don't remember much from that night.
Why are you just repeating the things he already said?
Yeah.
In case you guys didn't get it the first time.
I do have the lowest intelligence.
They drank, so you gotta repeat it twice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We agreed to stay there for about 100 extra days, or 100 or 200 extra days.
Yeah, we agreed to stay for. It was pretty long.
It was just for our research.
To go learn a new skill or something. I wonder if did I ever decide my skill? I did. I was like, oh yeah, I want to learn the loot.
Yeah, you
So I
actually have
learned
to
the
stay
loot.
there for nearly 100 days. If you
Which is
don't
like
learn
10
new
minutes
skills.
But it's like
outside.
monastery time. So it'll be like
It's its own time zone. So
minutes or
I think-
hours when we get out.
Time 7.
It's like I go to a different zone of the monastery.
Somebody roll a d20. Take that damage. I don't care what it is. Take that damage.
Wow.
Wait, who?
Jeremy.
Okay.
Of course, it's always Jeremy.
It's always Jeremy.
What to do?
So, who... Skylar, you didn't do that assignment, so you don't actually get to take advantage of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does everybody else want to take advantage of that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah? Yeah?
I guess.
If memory serves, only one person actually messaged me and told me what they wanted to do with it.
Was that me?
It was not, it was Ben.
Yeah.
Ben did not
Forgot
fuck
that
up.
part of it.
Good work, Ben. Proud of you, bro.
What would you like to pick up?
What was we could do with it?
You can get a skill or a tool.
Or your weapon.
Or, yeah, or your
Plus
weapon.
one to hit with your weapon or something like that.
Or you could spend time mastering your weapon.
I think I'm already master with longsword, so.
I can literally keep adding numbers until the world ends.
Plus 30 to hit. Nice.
And that one. That ones don't count. Would you roll 33? No, I'm sorry.
Good thing I have bountiful luck. Halfling time.
Boom.
For the next session or so.
Yeah.
Before.
What do you want to do, Richard?
Does the Alcar research count as that time?
No, that's from when you read the book, so you guys
Okay,
got,
that's
before
right.
you started your journey.
So I think Oglen's choice would definitely be to master his weapon more.
Okay, what about you?
Just the loot.
You chose to master the loot?
Yeah.
What about you?
To improve my to improve my knowledge of the weapon that I have.
Cool. So if you chose your weapon, you get that +2 to your to hit.
Proud of you, bro. How do you have a +35 to hit?
Yeah, goddamn.
We're gonna say +2, but I might change it next week.
+4.
What is your plus hit at if you add +2 to it?
Mine will be 14.
It'll
That's
be
fine.
16.
16.
Because he's got the archery.
Oh, the +2 from archery. That's
Yeah.
fine. Oh, it doesn't matter.
16 to hit. Me over here with 9.
I chose it because of the sharpshooter feat I picked up.
Okay.
Good work. Proud of you, bro.
You get Dick.
Cool. Get some
It's the
nice
first one you ever had.
monastery. Some nice
Sano.
robes, I guess.
You
Yeah.
spent a lot of time. You spent a lot of time in the kitchen.
Yeah, trying to cook.
So I don't like people not getting anything at all. So let's say you got a bag of spices,
I'll take a bag of spices. Yo,
a bag of monastery spices.
Spice melange will help
Watch
you
it
traverse the
disappear
surroundings more
as soon as he
efficiently.
leaves.
This is going to take my taste buds on a ride.
Just let me know when you've decided, and I'll tell you what you get, what your numbers are.
So I have a question. Did we have like a mentor with us, or were we just training on our own? Or
You trained with someone.
okay, cool.
I think this was after our.
After your library research.
And I think
I would change it.
knowing that he can't get out of it, Dimble would study more about Alcar, so I want to take religion.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You get proficiency in religion. When you get things like this, make sure you're noting on your character sheet somewhere what it is and what it's from. Because I'm probably at some point in the future going to take your character sheets from you and take them home and make copies for the website
Okay.
when we start one, so that it's all there, and then it'll be easier to add things as we go.
We apologize in advance for the negative.
My character sheet's just full of drawings of dicks. That's
Just dicks.
everywhere.
Just dicks.
like
It's a problem. My
Throbbing
psychiatrist has addressed
dicks.
it. It's okay. But no, honestly, that's actually a really good idea.
It's only a problem if you have a problem with it.
That's actually a fairly good idea. Because a lot of times I'll wonder, how the heck did I get a +3 to investigation when I write down how I got that? It actually is pretty darn helpful.
There's all the time you spent looking at those dicks.
Yeah.
How many veins? 4 or 5.
one strong.
So, we're not gonna, oh, that's not true. Somebody needs to look at their number 5 on their library research sheet. Because there is, I believe it is actually Oglen.
Oh, I didn't look.
We gotta do a bit of RP.
Ooh, yeah. All right.
Liquor.
So we're doing some retconned RP.
Deal.
Did you say deal?
Yep.
Deal or no deal?
I feel like bet would have been so much better than deal.
Hard bet.
This RP's about to be on fleek.
Okay, man.
Off
It makes
the
me
chain.
nauseous.
So what does it say?
It says, what can Oglen or Mournhall do for this library?
We're gonna do this at the table because we're recording. And us walking away and doing this would be kind of
Silly.
stupid.
Yeah.
5 minutes
Not
of
even
video
silly.
of us just sitting
Just
around going,
stupid.
I wonder what they're talking about.
The occasional dick joke.
So what was the answer to that question?
It was not on here. I get to answer this.
No, there's words on there.
God damn it.
Why did you just
Sorry.
not keep that out?
I'm sorry. I thought I was going to get to make it up.
Fucking loser.
It says that none of the books seem to respond to your question, but the shelves shift, and before you stand several individuals.
Roll a religion check. See if you know who they are.
I don't.
Am I
It's a
within 30
natural
feet?
one.
Am I within 30 feet?
Strong start to the podcast.
So, before you stand 4 individuals, and one of them is a beautiful woman who has storm gray eyes and blonde hair. Another is who you've seen illustrated in various places on the wall that you assume is Toth.
Okay.
And a couple of others that you're not really familiar with. And the woman steps forward and says, "You would serve the library?"
Well, I don't know about serving the library, but it just seems like y'all have done so much for us. If there's anything that we can do for you, anything that you're missing, we'd be happy to oblige.
They kind of look at each other, you know. You can tell there's obvious communication going on that you aren't privy to.
Okay. And is Alcar present in these 5? Okay.
4.
These 4. Okay.
And the one that you know is Toth steps forward and he says, well, you could simply just offer sacrifices of books that you find that are rare.
Oh. Well, we've certainly come across some of those already. And that is something we could certainly do. But I'm worried that if I understand this correctly, once I leave this place, I can't return. So how would I bring these books to you?
Burn the book and say a prayer to one of us, and the book will appear in the library.
Oh, well, all right.
You will destroy your copy of the book, of course, but there will be one here in the library for all of eternity.
All right. Anything in particular that you're looking for? Political histories or weapons manuals or religious commentaries, that sort of thing.
You've encountered a book that none of us have ever seen or read.
All right. And Oglen immediately has 2 thoughts in mind, and so he's like, is this the children's story, or the one about weapons of a lost age, or maybe another one? He sees all of these folks staring at him like, dude, that wasn't it.
If gods could be confused, they're confused.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm really just out of my league here. Maybe you should just tell me what the book is that I have that you want.
I can't remember.
Okay. Was it the Alcar books?
No.
Okay.
It was the Isles of the Lost book, I think.
The History of a Realm Lost, maybe?
History of a Realm Lost. All right. And for all of our benefits, that was the book, not that Glow got from the vampire. Okay.
The one that Glow got from the vampire was the Weapons of a Lost Age.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
See, that's what I thought.
And then the one that was 20,000 years old.
That was the children's book, right?
It's not a children's book.
Oh, okay.
We thought it was a children's book given the fact that there were a lot of pictures.
Ah.
It's like trying to explain.
I do believe it is a History of a Realm Lost.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, History of a One was okay.
And who you assume is Athena says,
Okay.
You've found a book called A History of a Realm Lost that doesn't exist here in this library.
Oh, well, yeah, I think we got that back in Nigeria.
If you are finished with it, you could sacrifice it to the library.
Okay. And do you know if any other copies of it exist?
We didn't know that the book itself existed.
All right. All right. So we're not certain that there's like other books in the series, to acquire as well.
They're kind of smirking at you right
Oglen
now.
is so out of his league right now.
No, that's metagaming.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything either.
Yes. Well, if you come across, you'll know, you'll feel that the book is not here
Okay.
when you come across it.
It does seem like there's quite a lot that you've done for us already, and there's quite a lot that perhaps we can do for you. But I also wonder if it wouldn't it be better to just have a way to bring the book directly to you rather than burning it? Like I'm just worried I'm going to make some mistake. What if I say the wrong words and the book is just gone forever, right? Is there a way you could write the ritual down so that I don't mess this up?
Fuck you, Richard. I didn't write down a ritual.
Well, I mean, the gods could do it at some point.
Snap it into existence.
I'm just trying to get it. I'm just trying to get it.
Tom pulls out his hand and a sheet of paper appears and he
Boom.
gives it to Oglen.
Nice.
I guess I'll give you a ritual to conduct later.
I was just trying to get advantage on that roll. Well, thank you very much. This is exactly what I need. I appreciate everything that you've done for us. We've learned quite a lot here. Do you have time to entertain perhaps an unrelated question?
Are you asking one of them?
Just any of them. He's looking around.
They're standing there waiting.
We've recently come into contact with some forces that seem to threaten all of Lyeska, particularly with magic, and perhaps by tearing holes in the fabric of reality itself. There's these rips in the weave, as some of the other folks have said. And in particular, I think it has something to do with a tiefling that works for a devil named Gargelth. And Oglen's waiting to see if that pings on any of their radar.
They're still looking at you, like waiting for you to get to your point.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you know, we're not certain whether this is something that, you know, how many cults rise and fall in the history, right? But this seems like kind of a big deal. Is there any hints or like directions you could point us in terms of like how to make sure that these evil folks don't accomplish the things that they're hoping to accomplish?
They all look at each other and then look at you, and toss up words and says, "There's no help that we can really give you in this matter. We are bound by laws older than you, by older than civilizations on the planet, from interfering in any way in this matter."
Okay, I understand. Well, I've certainly taken up enough of your time. I've got what I need. And he holds up the paper.
Step on.
And
Well, I'll see y'all later.
is there anything else in this room?
It's
just
still you're still in the library.
in the library. Okay.
You're just in a different part of the library than you were in.
Okay, sweet. So Oglen like just stands around to make sure they're not coming back. Maybe it was a bathroom break, and then makes his way back to the rest of the group.
Does a Professor Snape?
So,
straight.
100 days later, you guys have spent time studying your, the things that you wanted to do. That means you get proficiency with loot, so you can add double proficiency to performance rolls that you use with your loot.
You're a bard.
He's not a bard, he's a shit
Swashbuckler.
swashbuckler.
Next time he can't move during combat, he's just gonna play fucking red.
Yeah. Next time.
That's how Jim stayed alive so long.
I'm just gonna hit the pudding.
So as you finish your training, the Dale Shen, comes to you and asks you if you are ready to leave.
Yeah, just about. Is it possible, like, do you guys have like a shop where I can go like get a loot or something, or maybe there's someone I can like exchange some things with or something? Because I mean, I kind of like picking it up,
Weren't you given a loot to practice
How
with?
did you practice if you didn't have a
I gave it back, but like I don't know if I get
It
to
was
keep it
yours to keep?
Oh, then let me go talk to that guy again, and I go out, run back into the library for a second.
It was in the same
It wasn't
room.
alone. Oh my god. Hey, can I get my loot back?
Good thing
Thanks,
I
mate.
had my loot lock back on there.
You low-jacked your loot and got it back.
Yeah, thanks. I'm ready. Yeah, a sec.
Is this session over yet?
Ready for a cigarette break.
So, are you guys ready to go? They're standing in front of the entrance, and he looks at you and he says, "Remember, once you leave, you can't return."
Yeah, that's right.
How much does it look like? I think it's 5 pounds. 4 or 5 pounds. Okay. Overburdened. He's overburdened.
Hey, Oglen.
Yeah.
Hey, you mind carrying my bedroll for me?
Yeah, I guess I don't
thanks.
mind.
Bedrolls.
Yeah. Don't we have a guy for that?
A loot weighs 2 pounds.
We had a guy.
So he opens the door, and he waits for you guys to step out.
I will be the first to step out.
Roll me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. You
plus
do not
six.
get Oglen's
You
plus
do not.
6.
Oh, I missed it by 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk out after that.
Did anything noticeable happen to him?
Nothing that you guys could see.
Okay. And I stride out the door right after Ashranen.
If you're walking out the door, make your DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Come on,
Would
you
we go
guys.
if we run out the door?
Don't fail me now.
Only Oglen gets his plus 6.
Okay.
Dang. Okay.
That was impressive.
I hit the.
Wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
Rolled a 9 and have a plus 5.
Only a 10.
It was literally a 50-50
But-
if I made it right.
Gnome's cunning count for this.
Do you get something for wisdom saving throws?
Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Advantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
You guys are so cute.
You guys are so cute.
Well, we definitely got the gay viewership down.
Yeah, that's right. Where's your pink shirt, Will? We got to pander to this audience.
Oh, well,
college
that was
university.
Did you pass the save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like how it's
We've been the
like
only one
pearlescent and
failed.
swirly.
Oh, okay.
No, Matteo failed.
Yeah, I hit the bro. What's new? I failed my roll.
He probably jumped to slap the top of the door and hit his head.
Let me see the 6-sided one.
So, you walk out and all of your mounts are still there.
Merrick! How you doing, buddy?
Alright, I gotta say it every time I see my horse.
How you doing, buddy?
Bjorn is there, and Bjorn looks at you and says, and you hear in your mind, well, it's about time.
Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. It took us a little longer than we thought. But thanks for keeping an eye on
He like
things for
stops
us.
looking at you, and you hear the silent judgment.
Yeah, that's right.
Can I make a perception?
Man, I
roll?
missed you. And he goes to headbutt him, but he's already turned away, so he just headbutts the horn directly. And like, oh,
Take 2 piercing damage.
that seems fair.
Can I make me a perception roll to see the time of day?
What? Where's this accent coming from?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm good with accents, but keep the same one for the
Yeah, Cockney to Texan to what next? Floridian?
Redneck.
That's not his accent. That's just me making.
You don't have to make a roll, because,
Okay.
I mean, it's
I
a
look up and
sky,
I
and
look
you
up
realize
and,
that the sky is unmarred by anything.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, that's nice.
And it is really hot and muggy out, and you guys are sweating already.
Wasn't it just cold when we came in here?
That's what I remembered. I mean, how long were we? And the Oglen looks to Bjorn. Hey, how long were we in there? By your reckoning. By goat time.
DM is doing math.
Okay.
Bjorn like looks at you, he's chewing, and he says, well, like 2 hours.
Oh, and all right. Yeah, Bjorn says we only been in here a couple hours. Strange that it seems the climate has changed so much.
I know, because when we came in, it was.
The sky is clear.
Yeah, right. I mean, that seems to be relevant.
Yeah, but magic users can't see that.
Yeah. Well, we
Or, sorry, non-magic users.
Everyone could see the sky.
Hey, maybe they didn't.
But with the weave tails, I mean.
Everyone could see the sky.
Maybe they didn't pass climate change laws.
It was
quick
like
enough.
looking at a giant cloud basin for a tornado.
And it's gone. Hey, let's go back to the guild, guys. Mission over.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll just hunt some mushrooms, grind for gold. God damn it.
I'm wondering if that one guy that hit us with.
phone for?
Oh, they put it into this great schlager.
That guy that hit us with
Will,
the
roll
mind
percentile
talk.
for me.
The guy that hit us with the mind talk. The one guy that you got, that powerful guy you guys were running from. You know that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he did something that you said he was pretty powerful.
Could be.
So you weren't with them, but you're gonna have to make some of these rolls coming up too.
Okay.
Because you're traveling on the road.
Okay.
76.
Yeah. So as you guys are standing there, you hear a loud explosion.
Ooh. Coming
Oh my god!
Coming from the monastery or from a direction down the road?
back to the road.
And you feel it way before you see it, but you feel like the pressure and the temperature just like drop.
Oh.
And I need everyone to make DC 20 dexterity saving throws.
Big. And we're all next to Oglen.
Hey!
I'm telling you to make saving throws, and I need to get dice out so I can do damages.
Damages.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill us.
I'm not going to kill your mounts, but
If you won't, I will.
Bjorn shields him with his fat ass.
Still don't have a mount.
Yeah, that's right. You did.
so true.
Well, neither is Ash.
Oh, I passed.
Yeah.
Ash don't have a mountain either.
Yeah, that's right.
That's who I'm
What's
talking
what's stopping me from
15
doing
plus
to
6.
others?
At first I was
Don't
like,
you dare.
only 5, 7, and 6. Oh no, I have 19. Then I was like, oh yeah, proficiency bonus. Yeah. That's a 21 right there.
Higher than
That
20.
is super disappointing roll. If you failed, you take 21 damage, If you passed, you take 10, and if you have the thing that lets you take none,
Rogue evasion.
you take none.
Good work, rogue buddy.
And some of you remember this because you've experienced it at least once already.
Okay.
As a wave of pure magic energy knocks you to your feet, to your backs.
So who gets knocked over? Who fails?
Everyone.
Oh.
You just take less damage if you.
You felt better than others.
Yeah. I took my knees.
Grammatically.
Yeah. All us rogues.
And you watch as like the trees around you, like there's just trees that have been knocked over, and it's an exact repeat of what you experienced when you were on the road.
Yeah.
And the tear in the sky is twice as big as it was.
So it went from clear skies to twice as big as a.
Hey, my Merrick, are
As it
you
was
okay,
when you went
buddy?
into the monastery.
Is the air cool again? Dry and cool like it was before?
Yeah, it's even worse this time.
Oh.
Well, folks, I'm sorry about saying anything.
I know. I was sweaty and now the sweat's like clinging to my armor. I don't like this.
I feel like I made
I'm
it
quite
worse.
confused. I don't understand how it got cleared up and then now all of a sudden it's worse than it was before.
Wait, if we've been in for 2 hours, how long does it take to get from where we were and the man speaking in our head?
Right.
How far do you think he got in 2 hours? Do you think he could have gotten to the center?
Well, I mean, a normal person certainly couldn't have made it in 2 hours.
He was on.
But
you think he was on a horse?
And he's certainly a powerful magic user. We've seen mages that can teleport, right?
True.
So there's reasons to believe he could get there instantly if he desired.
That wizard, he'd been in our heads. He could probably just right in there.
Yeah, right.
Well, he couldn't catch us, so what makes you think he could go faster than us?
Well, he can catch our brains.
Maybe he didn't feel like catching us.
I think that's right. I have a feeling he was just looking for something else.
Maybe he's like a lion, just toying with his food.
Hey, are you around here, Evandal? Oglen's looking around.
Wizard god.
Is there an elf hiding in the trees? Just like
Roll perception.
all right.
I'm looking for an elf holding a branch in front of him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I got a solid 22.
You see a lot of elfless trees.
Dang it. Well, I don't see nothing around here.
It was a good look, bro.
DC was 23.
Yeah, my good side is on this side.
The DC was 2.
This is a teachable moment, Andrew. You gotta be really careful about the things you ask to look for. Because you will only see those things or not those things.
Whatever it is, it's twice as worse now, so that means we need to be twice as fast to get to the center of it.
Well,
Or we can twice as fast run the fuck away.
I don't know about.
I am actually going to ask everyone except for Richard and Ben to leave the table.
Dun 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 dun.
Hey guys, did you know I have a koi pond in my backyard?
Hey,
let's all go look at the koi pond.
Let's go pet some
Wait, you got a
fish.
koi pond? That's mad, bro. I can't believe that.
Go look
They
at
also
the
gone in the utility closet and handed that would have been
I
fun.
mean, I thought you guys were going to go in the closet together.
Oh, yeah. Well, we only need
Oh my gosh, maybe we should write this down, huh?
Yeah, it's time to take your epic note.
You know what's really hilarious? This will be like 13 seconds of words, and then they can come back.
And then they come back.
So, are they out?
Yeah.
The door's not shut yet.
So,
Yeah.
you guys were under the effects of the gaze spell.
Right.
You are no longer under the effects of that.
Really?
Yeah, you feel like a lightening of your shoulders,
Uh-huh.
and then you know that you were compelled to delay your party.
Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, that's great news.
Is it though?
Well, I mean, it's weird news. In the short term, it's great news because I don't have
I'm
to
still
like
gonna do it.
role play, slowing them
Still
down
gonna stop
anymore.
my time.
Because I was really struggling to try to come up with another excuse to waste more time.
2 hours was the best we could do.
Yeah.
You feel like whatever just happened is what needed to happen.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right.
To
So-
fix the weave, that is? To fix what's going on, or to stop the effect of overrender?
Do you think the person that put you under that spell really gives a fuck about fixing the weave?
Yeah, probably not. They're probably
Okay,
the
so-
one throwing it all out of whack. To be
So
honest.
I was thinking that someone else did something that affected us. Where like Evandal put something back into place and it stopped the the gayest spell rather than the guided.
You don't have any divination spells, so I don't have to answer those.
Yeah, and this is the first time anyone in our party has been under the effect of something like chaos before.
I think technically it's pronounced Gesh.
Gesh?
Because
I
it's
like
like
gays.
based on Scottish or Welsh, something like that. Yeah.
I think we should call it gay ass.
When Gordon first told me that, you're under the gayest spell. I was like, what's the gayest spell?
What's
I don't
the
know,
gayest
like
spell?
Eldritch Blast or something.
Okay, you guys good?
Yeah, we're ready.
I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna start the
Still
party.
gonna do it.
Because I want to go back to the grove.
Hey, on video.
Hey.
Bro, y'all been hitting the secrets.
Yeah.
Now I can't watch this episode.
Some pretty high quality secrets.
Oh yeah, if we watch the episode, we'll know what's up.
I guess I don't have to ask you guys to leave tables anymore.
Yeah, that's right. They're all just gonna
You gotta
be
choose first
anyway.
table now.
I pride myself on being a fairly intelligent person. Why did that not register that they could just fucking watch the
Just watch the video.
This is the first time in
That's
2
true.
years, I want to say, that we've been recording ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. And hey, cheers to that.
Yeah.
Here's the Dungeons and Dipshits.
Here's the breaking.
Okay,
We
so
didn't decide about the name yet.
with this situation brought to the forefront for me because apparently it just didn't register. You can fucking watch it later.
Yeah.
You don't have to upload it.
I'm
tonight.
gonna hold you guys so fucking hardcore to the non-metagaming shit from now on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Integrity check.
Yeah, that's right.
If it's something that's really mainly only going to apply for the rest of that session, they might still want us to leave for the table.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't have to publish the video immediately. You could wait a few days. You could wait.
You could
wait
do
a week.
You could also tell us on the Facebook page of what time frame of the YouTube video not to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know how it worked. How old are you? Like 24?
I think he's 28.
Say 7 just to fuck with him.
Wait, now I'm curious. How old does everyone think I am?
I think
Well.
you're like 28, 27.
26.
Alright.
You look a
I owe
lot.
you a beer one day.
Hey, nice.
You look a lot. You look a lot younger than you are.
I'm 28. Boomer! Military does babyface. If I have my full goatee, I look older. If I
Yeah.
don't have a goatee, I look younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the military did to me one time.
He's never been in the military. Don't listen to him.
I got that vibe.
He was, but he wasn't enlisted. He was just a barracks bitch.
Yeah.
I got more the vibe like you applied and they said, hey, but you know, Sheets is better.
Sheets is better. Oh!
Just
Wow,
to
now
be
I'm gonna
clear,
cry because that
we
made me
fully
think about my
support the
heart
U.S. Armed
problems.
Forces
Those are
in
the
this
true
group.
front lines right there.
Support the troops. We'll get 3 extra views.
Support the troops.
So,
We're pandering already.
Let's go.
you guys have, gotten yourselves up off the ground and checked on your mounts, and they all seem to be okay.
Merrick, I'll miss you, bud.
Bjorn seems, like really anxious. And he, you hear him in your mind say that, can we go now, please?
Yeah, well, like, what in the nine hells have we been doing here this whole time?
Talking?
Well, isn't there more important stuff to be doing?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you and I, buddy. Headbutt him again. This time in the skull. Hopefully. Just politely, I'm trying to get this goat to respect me, Gordon.
Hey, I rolled a 3, but you're gonna take 6 damage anyway.
That seems fair. Does he like me though?
No.
Dang it. All right. I'm
You
gonna...
feel like instead of the friendly headbutt, he actually put some force behind it.
Oh, I see.
He hates you.
Oh, so Oglen's sore. He's like, oh man, you gotta teach me how to do that right. I think I'm still leading with the crown,
You didn't read about that in the library. How to headbutt the.
That's what I should have been doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But honestly though, it seems like we need to get the heck out of here. We've been spending quite a bit of time here for some reason.
So, here's my vote. I say we hightail it back to you guys' town and we let the wizard deal with it.
Remember, everyone, that he's not a part of the World Walkers yet. He doesn't get a vote.
Well, I think everybody should still be able to express their opinion. But your status will be taken into consideration.
As recently deceased.
Dimble, what do you think we should do?
I don't think there's much argument about it.
Yeah.
We need to take care of this stuff before the whole world's tore apart.
Yeah, this isn't the kind of problem we can ignore.
Why don't you guys talk to your god guy and tell him, hey,
He's already pretty sure that we need to take care of this.
yeah, well, why can't he do it? He's probably more powerful than all this combined. I think.
If you haven't studied history ever in your life,
No, I
then
did.
you would know that the gods are preventing directly and into this world, only through secondhand and by enabling people. But they can't actually come down and smack somebody in the face, or else I'm pretty sure you would have happened right now.
I'm not no religious studies major or nothing, but
You don't need to be a religious studies major. A first grader could tell you that.
yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
So let's get going.
Yeah.
It is common knowledge in Lyeska that the gods are behind the divine gate, right? Okay. All right.
While they walk the world, they can't directly interfere with mortals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matteo actually read a book. He knows that.
Starting to realize he hasn't read as many books as he claims to have read.
I love it. So, as you guys mount and start moving south along the small path that you guys took to get into here, you notice that some of the trees seem cracked and broken, and the ground seems to be opening up. I need a DC 15 dexterity saving throw for your mounts.
For does mounts.
Easy what?
Do they get the Oglen
15.
thing?
Technically, I think they do.
Haha, losers, I don't have to do that.
Yeah, how are you keeping up with us?
He's on
I'm on Truegar's
Truegar's mount, okay.
because somebody shot their mount in the back of the head for some reason.
What is your...
Hold on tight, Ash.
6. Plus
Hey, you
6.
have a dog. Do they get a dexterity bonus?
+1.
Okay.
Horses as well.
And is this a thing that would knock them prone?
You'll find out.
Well, if it is, I'll roll with advantage. No, okay, good. Nice.
They don't have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
You can use your inspiration to
Why did it
reroll your
come up
mouse
since
roll.
it was-
Nah. Oof. I got a 14.
I guess it's convenient that you just got a new set of stats.
Did you bring your backup character?
Yeah.
Okay, so you watch as the ground starts opening up underneath of you, and you watch as Matteo's mount falls into the hole. Make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw for yourself. You do not get Oglen's bonus.
I don't.
And can
Okay, well I still got 16.
You watch as Matteo realizes that he's going to lose his mount, and he jumps off to the other side of the hole. As his
Oh my
mount
god!
falls- As his mount falls to its death.
Merrick! Oh my
And
god!
is he like hanging on the edge?
Yeah.
Ah, sweet.
Merrick!
So Bjorn stops, Oglen hops off, and tries to jump.
Stop,
Grab
hop
him.
off, and help Oglen.
Hey, take a hand. Pull him up.
Give me your strength check.
Boom,
He weighs
boom,
like
boom.
40 pounds.
Would it be advantage because I'm helping Oglen? I did say I was helping him.
Would it be triple advantage because I weigh like 2 pounds?
Because you don't want to fall in a hole and kill.
Because I don't want to fucking die. Oh, those are both garbage. I'm so sorry.
Spend an inspiration.
I don't have any. I used them all last week.
I would like to use an inspiration respectfully to help him.
You are helping him, so you can do
Nice.
that. You can re-roll one of them and get in that one.
It was 2 better. All right. This is just a check, right?
Yeah.
So 13.
How much does Matteo weigh?
Like 40 pounds. He's a
Okay,
halfling.
you get him up.
Nice. That's all I ever wanted, Gordon, was to get him up.
Do you still think we should just ignore
I
this?
chose my words intentionally.
This makes me want to just go back more, but you know,
So,
I'm just gonna hop on.
You grab onto Matteo's hand, and Truegar grabs onto the other, and you guys manage to pull him up onto the ground, and you feel a sense of sadness as you know that his mount just fell to its death.
Let me just erase him on my
Well,
character sheet.
that'll save Merrick from getting shot in the back of the head by some people.
Really, of all times, you want to bring it up now?
And you watch as the cracks are growing larger.
Oh, well, folks, we need to get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, everybody back up. Is there a way that we can go around it without going
I'm hopping
too
on
far into
Sano's
the
horse
woods?
without even asking him.
So we'll just skirt around the end.
Sano, I hop on your horse.
Okay. Like, yeah, you can ride on my horse.
Somebody has a passive perception of 18, do they not?
I have
Not
20.
me.
I have 20.
I have 6.
Suck a
Just the
dick.
test. Just the test.
Ain't nothing slipping by.
So
Same as 6.
when you guys came in, you noticed that there were a ridiculous number of the small mushrooms all over the place around here. You guys no longer see them.
Not even one.
I'm not telling you.
Oh, that's
Is your passive perception higher than 18?
No, I was just clarifying for their sakes.
Then they can do that.
You're right. You're right. Richard needs to be quiet.
You have to wear the sombrero, Shane.
Can everybody just do me a favor and give all your character sheets to Richard?
Yeah, that's right. I think I can play. I think I can manage this on my own.
He'll play everyone for us.
You're right.
Hey, what's my Arcana bonus again?
It's 1 high 5. Sorry, guys.
So you guys continue walking down the road, and the ground no longer seems to be cracking open, or none of the trees all seem to be fine the further south you go. And you ride for 8 to 12 hours, unless you would like to do something else besides move along.
No, we want to.
Since I'm on the back of someone else's horse, do I get perception at disadvantage though?
I don't think so.
I was gonna say advantage because you're not looking at the road. You're just a free passenger.
Yeah.
But I'm not the DM.
Can I
I
look
don't
for
mean to be
mushrooms?
presumptuous.
Since I noticed they're gone in the area that they were bountiful, the further away we go, can I start to look
Yeah.
more?
Pretty good, yeah.
At 19? No
You don't see any of them.
It's a blessing.
Can I play a tune that I learned while I'm on my horse to give us some motivation? Make us keep
He's on the
going.
back of someone else's horse
Yeah,
too.
I ain't driving no horse.
I'm sitting backwards.
Do you have a song at the ready that you would like to perform?
Ding, ding, ding.
That was pretty good.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
He did, and there was a prop on that wall right there that he would use. Too late. Too late.
Too late.
Yep.
Too late.
He has it prepared. He's just gotta get the loot.
Oh my god.
The loot.
If you don't actually know how to play it, then I'd recommend you don't even try.
Yeah, we're gonna lose all our viewers that we don't have.
I should have never mentioned anything.
Yeah. Ready?
-1 in will.
Nice.
Thank you.
That was a great
I'll be
strum.
here all night.
That was a great strum.
I'm a fan of anti-jokes, and that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That one wasn't bad.
That one made me uncomfortable, and I liked it.
There's a lot of effort for nothing.
You know what?
Absolutely.
Like most of the dates I go on.
You get a will inspiration.
Yeah. I got a Willspiration.
Oh man, show the token.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Not as good
And
as
there's
a
a
fire
bag.
point though.
Yeah. True.
It's no
So-
power point.
Just set that one. I'll inject to that.
So,
Hey, come on now.
I think we have branded ourselves perfectly with the Dungeons and Dipshits thing.
Yeah, we've accomplished basically nothing.
So once we start slowing down, we're still in the rainforest?
Can I make my roll for my cool song on the back of the
At
horse?
disadvantage, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Auto that one.
Horses
Oh,
rock
that was an
around a lot.
18 too.
That was good.
4 + 10 + 13. So 17.
I need everyone to take 3 psychic damage.
It's still better
Can
than
we roll a
Atticus, though.
d4 for that? Would that be okay?
At least there's no tambourine.
So,
Was that
it's
a-
obvious Matteo is new to the instrument, and it doesn't sound great,
Justin's actually changing his health.
but it
Yeah.
doesn't sound horrible. Some of you definitely remember your encounter with Atticus, and you definitely remember how terrible that was. And Mateo's
Wait,
not.
would that be only like 2 of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In character, only 2 of you remember what Atticus sounded like.
So two of you absolutely know it was better than Atticus, but it was still not tavern worthy.
All around me, your
Copyright strike. Number 2.
God damn it.
Bro moment.
So it comes to it's pretty late. The sun's going down. Are you guys traveling through the night, or are you resting?
How close are
You
we?
don't feel tired.
Yeah.
You definitely feel rested.
Yeah.
How do the horses look?
I mean, you haven't been running the entire time, so they look okay.
I think my mount looks dead. He looks kind of like.
Can you see him out at all?
How far away are we from the epicenter of this storm?
Like 1,000 miles.
Oh!
We assume it's the center of the desert that we're heading to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a safe assumption.
Yeah.
Oh, here I thought we were gonna make it in a day or 2.
I'll see you there in a couple months, guys.
Well, I think we've encountered a good bit, and I know that it doesn't quite seem safe, but if there's holes ripping open in the ground, I don't know how safe traveling at night is. I think we should start looking for camp.
I need you to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. Let's see if I kill your wolf on day 1.
God damn it.
Oh,
But sleeping.
Look at us on a roll now.
Scared. Toss the D20.
D20?
Let's see.
And you get a +2 to your wolf's dexterity saving throws.
DC stands for difficulty check.
Yeah, good guess. But I'm gonna make
It's a 6 would be +2, so.
That's
my dog would be like,
Yeah, I thought that. That's exactly what went through my mind. Was
Does somebody want to spend one of their inspiration for him?
do I want to? No. But if Will's not, then I will. But
I
Will's
will
say
spend
you
an
do.
inspiration.
You can re-roll.
I'd say if you get in that one, let me know, but I can't see you.
Fuck me.
Did you roll the same thing?
No, it's worse. It's worse.
Is it in that one?
Okay, well I'm gonna give you your one freebie. So,
I can get him out. No.
I mean you gotta find it.
Yeah.
You can't just buy a wolf at a store.
I know that.
So
Wolfie City.
you're riding on the road, a different road than them, and you notice the cracks start to open up, and your wolf also notices that they're starting to open up, and your wolf manages to jump over the crack, but it doesn't jump quite far enough, and it ends up hurting itself. So your movement speed while you are mounted is halved.
Okay.
Until the wolf has time to heal, or somebody heals it with magic.
Yeah, not it.
Out of character, if you ever make May do a dexterity check, she gets a +1,000.
3,000.
3 times. Okay. That is acceptable.
I'll be back, y'all.
And you take, that is a d20, 4 damage
Okay.
from falling off of your mount.
Not what I thought was gonna happen.
2,000 kill his mount right away.
I've seen people take more damage than they.
Yeah. Welcome to the table.
At Ben's house. At Ben's house.
Sick.
I thought we were done with that story.
Never.
We have a new guy. We'll tell him that story eventually.
So, do you guys want to stop and rest, or do you want to keep going?
I think we should stop and rest.
Yeah, if the guild leader says we should stop, we're gonna stop.
I think we
I
should
give
stop
my
and rest,
advice
too.
that we keep going because we feel
Very cold and dry winter night.
So, where are you off to now?
Well, I was heading to the closest city, honestly. I like to just find myself a place to get a good drink and at this moment help Ember because
Don't
She's
go
hurt.
back that way and point to the direction we came from. That city's no longer there.
You were actually, that's the direction you came from, and you came through a town that looked like it had been firebombed. Like it was nothing but like cinders.
Like Dresden.
I'm not going back to the burning city. That is where Ember got hurt and I have no intention of doing that to her again.
Ember, is that the name of your wolf?
That is the name of my wolf.
So your Ember got hurt in the Embers.
Yes, it did.
How ironic.
We avoid fire.
Dad
Why did your
jokes.
name
We're gonna be
your
the
dog
top-
after
we're gonna be
fire
dad
if you avoid
jokes,
fires?
aren't we?
It's a long story. I'll tell you with some more beer.
How are you offering?
I'm gonna casually hand over my growler. Like, take a swig.
Do you have anything fresh? Sorry, I have a thing about drinking after people.
I'm gonna take my growler back.
Dimble doesn't.
We'll get some fresh later.
Well, you're not making it very far on that wolf at the moment. And Dimble walks over and touches the wolf's leg and uses cure wounds.
Nice.
Roll percentile.
You watch as the wound on the wolf's leg heals completely closed.
Guess he doesn't have to roll percentile.
That was awesome. You're my new friend. What's your name again?
You do have to roll percentile though.
Oh, guess he does have to roll percentile.
Fuck you, Jeremy.
Oh, for the weave.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I'm the only one.
He blows up the wolf.
I thought you were just giving him a freebie, Jeremy.
Yeah, come on. This is for the narrative. We're introducing new characters here.
No freebie.
Ah, fucking 10. Create 100 gems worth 50 gold.
So I need you to roll again for the actual table. You watch as the wolf's cut gets larger. And your wolf is more damaged than it was.
Oh my god, he just used
Your
fat
wolf-
wounds.
I blame you.
Your wolf seems to be no longer incapable of supporting weight on that leg.
I immediately walk forward, and I brew. This potion may work on animals. It is a healing potion. Please take it. I know that my friend tried his best, but we've tried spells in the past with this stuff in the air, and spells
20.
don't always work, so it's not directly his fault. So if you can have your mounted friend.
You cast grease centered on yourself. So I need.
It's a big old slippery mess.
I need Dimble, Brudall, and Truegar to all make DC 15 dexterity saving throws as you try to keep your footing as a pool of grease appears on the ground below.
Ash, you ever drank a potion before?
Have I ever drank a potion before?
Yeah, ever.
It was a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Animals can use them.
You get to add your dexterity or your acrobatics to that.
Is your loot on your back?
At +2.
Maybe.
So a 6.
Are you near me?
No.
Yeah, so this
Thank
is...
fucking God then.
Oglen is too far away for you to get his +6.
Okay.
If you failed, you fall prone and you take 1 damage.
Nice.
If you succeeded, you fall prone and take 1 damage. Because
Because mad.
Because half of 1 is 1 if you round up.
Well, do you have a base?
So I get back up. Brew, if you can, give this potion.
Are you getting back up?
I'm getting
I need another saving throw.
While they're doing all this, I'm going over to
I'm on Sano's
I almost
horse.
had Yaroslav, Matteo, and
Man, he was
I want to
like 3
look for
characters.
his loot, and I'd like,
No, I'm.
oh, give me the loot.
No. Give me the loot. Get away from me. Go.
So you get up and you give him the potion.
I give Brew the potion.
What do you do with the potion?
If you can,
I'm gonna warily stand up and take the potion from him. I hope this works
Are you gonna
better than
drink
your
it?
friend here.
Are you gonna drink it?
no, it's for the wolf.
Yeah.
He was trying to trick him. He was trying to trick him.
I was
Give
gonna
me a
use
dunce
it
hat
on-
right now.
I was gonna use it on.
4d4?
Okay.
No, is that what you gave him?
Sure.
Yes, a basic healing potion. It's
So
44.
you're
That's
gonna
his next
roll
stat, roll
44s.
Okay.
You probably don't have 44s. Oh, hey, look, Will, I stole one of your dice.
Kind of do.
That's
I just need 2 more.
It's from the box of d6.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
No, it was in my dice.
Oh, that's
I'm a dice
right.
thief.
Well, I was in
Might just
California.
have
I was
them all
actually in California when you
Have them
took
all
this
up,
one, so you
so
can
it's
have it if you want.
No, I'll put it back in the thing.
Okay.
Alright, so 13.
Is that including the +4 that you get back to that?
Yes,
out
that
of
is.
regular
So your wolf is good.
Okay.
You watch as the cut slowly closes. And there's an admirable scar on the wolf's leg.
Ooh.
I'm gonna keep bandage on it just for play's sake right now. And thank you again, stranger. You've helped me a great deal. And I'm going to casually look over here, just not say anything, but just look at him like, why did that happen?
You tried so hard.
He said, bro.
I bet you're wondering what just happened.
Yeah, last day or so has been a wonder.
Record scratch, freeze frame.
The reason it's cold in this rainforest is because the thing that's happening in the sky makes magic users go fucky. We had a magic user try to heal just now and a few days ago, and the healing didn't do so well. We also had a magic user cast Fireball several hundred feet that way, and all it did was center on her.
We can't forget about the dude who started teleporting everywhere either.
Yes, we can't forget about the nice individual who tried to use not even strictly magic, it was a monk-related ability that I don't know anything about, and he immediately started just teleporting all over the place. Whatever's in the sky is causing us to, well, not me, because I don't know a lick about magic, it's causing magic users to not work right.
Magic bad, got it.
Not necessarily bad, it's just isn't as predictable as it used to be. And we're on our way to try to fix that. Do you wish to come along?
There might be wealth and riches.
And it's probably safer
Maybe.
than heading
Possibly.
back to any town. In fact, you mentioned something about wanting to get a drink
I
later.
think we should hit one more town before we get to the desert.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And in fact, these fellas here, and Oglen points out to Truegar and some of the other folks who have been working on brews lately. These folks make their own ale that you might be interested in trying at some point.
You had me at ale.
All right. Well.
Well, I think we wasted enough time here. Then let's mount up and get moving. We can talk more on the road.
Also, don't ask about the powerful wizard. It's kind of a sore spot for some of them. You didn't even know about the powerful wizard until you said something.
Yeah, you realize it was a real Barbara Streisand situation, like that.
Forget about the powerful wizard.
Who?
You know, Barbara Streisand. She was that powerful sorcerer, a social sorcerer who tried to manipulate the minds of young people through music and entertainment. And she was like, "Oh, don't take pictures of my house on the coast." She put out this legal thing, and then boom, everybody looked at pictures of house on the coast.
Do you have any inspiration?
I don't. That's why I did this bit.
Well, you can have one now.
Yes! Let this be a lesson to all of you. Just commit. Commit to the bit.
Take it back.
Oh.
I only gave it to you so I could take it away.
No, that seems fair. That
Your
seems
commitment to the bit has earned you a Willspiration.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh, clink it.
This is all I wanted.
So, are you guys going back to your original mount situation?
Yeah,
Ash
going back to the
Truegar?
front.
That's Dimble.
Dimble.
And that's Oglen.
Ash and Truegar are still riding the same mount, but there's slightly less homoeroticism.
Where
because we
is
have a
your
new guy.
character going?
New guy.
Front, middle, back.
Feeling him out still.
Tone down the gay.
Less
I'm actually
hands.
gonna ride in the back because although some of them have helped me, I still don't fully
New
trust
people who did. I'm
we
gonna kill
don't-
you easy.
New people. Who this?
them. I want to keep them in my eyesight.
We don't. It's the same thing. We don't want you.
Yeah. Oglen's gonna come back and ride with this new fella.
I'm okay with that. I will just calmly nod in agreement.
And Dimble's gonna ride back there as well because he wants to talk to him.
Are you gonna flank him uncomfortably?
The road's really not wide enough for 3 horses.
Then
to-
right in front of him, kind of like.
Okay.
So,
But
just
it's
close enough
his
where we
dog.
can still.
I'd like to look
carry on the
behind me and
conversation.
see this happening.
You watch as like there's this really odd weaving of mounts and people, and it's like they're not trying to be out machoed by somebody else on their mount, so they're like moving around really uncomfortably.
So I look behind me and I see them say, "There's no tavern corner you can brood in the whatever. Let's just go."
I really wish that joke went somewhere. I feel like it was actually going to go somewhere and you forgot what you were going to say.
I think no one knows. No one in this group, except for Dimble, knows who Sam Bradley's character is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, y'all just said his name. Oh
And
my
so-
god, not on video.
My character Truegar doesn't
Now we
know
gotta
who Sam
blank
Bradley's
that up.
character is, so I was about to say something metagamey and.
And you stopped.
Should we censor out the name or should we just keep it?
No.
Let's just hope Sam Bradley never finds this YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to share it.
At Sam Bradley.
You could just cut in the middle and make it sadly.
Oh, I like this.
Nah.
Bro,
So along the road, Dimble just kind of wants to get to know him a little better, fill him in on.
Yeah,
all
feel
the
free to
powers.
roleplay.
Yeah.
So Brew, before I introduce you to the rest of our crew here, I think it's we never know when we might be dropped into the middle of a battle, so I think let's get that out the way first. I see you carry a battle axe. Is that your main? What you mainly use in battle?
I still have the polearm and battle axe, right? Or is it just?
Nah, you left them on the side of the road because you're so worried about your wolf.
Cool.
Yes, in case you weren't clear, that was a joke.
That was a
I got
sarcasm
that.
that we were talking about.
I feel like I need to come with a warning for that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what this is. This is the warning.
Normally I use the polearm here. It's my best friend for getting them when they try to run.
Oh, okay. So you're mainly a frontline fighter then.
I'm more, I say who I am. They run, I chase.
Dimble, I like this guy already.
all I can say
I
is
think
when
he
he
doesn't
said,
quite understand the question.
That's why I like him.
I should probably explain. I'm in the line of bounty hunting,
Oh, okay.
and when someone needs someone finding,
But
find them.
I didn't ask what your career was. I asked what you did in the middle of battle.
That's exactly what I do in battle.
You find people in the middle of battle?
Yes.
When you're in the middle of battle, they're not already there.
Stab him.
That was a perfect answer.
That was a great stab.
If I had additional coin, I'd give it to you.
Give him an inspiration for the stab. That was so good.
You can have another inspiration because that was fucking amazing. I find them and
Didn't even need
For
words.
tips and purposes, I'm going to consider you a frontline fighter. Our other frontline fighter is Truegar here. He's kind of our tank. He's good at clogging up the line and making sure people don't do a bunch of damage to the rest of us.
Good at taking.
Oglen here is our resident
Good at getting taken from
Paladin,
too.
good at a little bit of healing, but he does a lot of bit of damage, especially against the undead type and the nasties. And don't eat this one's food. You know, and he tries to fight, but I haven't really seen him do a whole lot. Well, at least
I throw things.
This one, I really haven't seen him do much either, other than stand around.
Yeah. That's
They both try to be rogues, but I'm the only real true rogue here.
Yeah, this one claims to read a lot of books, but we're not so sure.
Oh, I've read a lot of books. What do you think I did in all that time I was in the
I'm
library?
gonna duck and weave, move in between people and stab and disappear somewhere else and stab somebody else and then repeat, with a little bit of magic thrown in there, as you've seen, well, when it works. Not at the moment. And Ash here is our ranger.
Resident shooting guy.
Yes, sometimes even his own horse. And
Especially
other
good at
things
killing
that-
horses.
That happened to be his own.
do me a favor and say that horse part louder for the people at home.
Our resident good at shooting things, sometimes even his horse.
His favorite enemy is horses.
Soon to be goats too.
Soon to be goats. No, Bjorn.
Bjorn be like.
I'm gonna lean slightly closer to you while I'm still riding forward. Why would you shoot your own horse?
Oh, he's too far away from you to talk. He's all the way up here.
Yeah, he's at the
Oh,
very
he's
front.
that one. Okay, I thought
He's the pink one.
Okay,
Well,
He's
we're
just
pointing him out.
when he's doing this, you could just see him pointing.
he's
and-
pointing. Okay. I'm gonna lean into him. Why would you shoot your own horse?
We still haven't quite figured that one out. He couldn't even answer to himself that we were running for something. The horse was startled and stopped, so he shot it. I think it was mainly out of frustration and anger, but he doesn't want to admit to that.
That's mad, bro. That's crazy.
But certainly, all of us have made mistakes here.
It's collectively we
Some
call
more than others.
we're a adventuring group, call ourselves the World Walkers. So we're stationed well, probably a town you've never heard of because it's relatively new, but it's quite a ways back this road, and I'm not sure when we'll ever get to see it again because we're on our way to the desert towards the end of this road.
You've been there. Nigeria. You've been there.
Okay.
I've never been to the city. I'm kind of like a free agent, and a contractor kind of guy. They just kind of picked me up along the way, and now I'm here. I can't run as fast as them, so I guess I'm kind of like the bait, sort of.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. We're real happy to have you along.
Yeah, at least the bait can move, huh?
Don't sell yourself short. You're a great. You're a great.
No one picked up on that joke, huh?
I'm a half-orc.
I ignored it. I ignored it on purpose.
Ignored it on purpose, but
Don't sell
Gordon
yourself
appreciated.
short. You're a great bait.
Funny story. I once used a halfling as bait.
Oh, well,
That's
now,
the end of the story.
Go on.
You know
Hey, hey, you want to hear about the fish skippers?
The answer's no.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Well, I'm gonna tell it.
No, you're not.
We'll save it for the campfire.
Well, Brew, do you
Round
mind?
two.
Do you mind?
Any questions about it? Any other questions?
Don't ask about the fish skippers. Don't do it.
I'm gonna just calmly pat him on the back and be like, I'm just glad he could be here.
Oh, it's always good to have a extra set of hands because I'll be the first to admit the lifespan around here isn't that great.
Yeah.
Says the guy with the longest lifespan.
I'm gonna casually remove my hand away and just nod my head. I'm gonna die.
Yeah. the chances of that are pretty high, admittedly, especially, well, the better you are at wielding that thing, the more likely you are to stay alive.
And at this point, Oglen tries to whisper, but realizes it's not going to work in a way that Brew is not going to hear it. So it's like, Dimble, should we tell him about like the scale of things that we're about to face?
Well, we said we're on the way to stop the giant cracks in the sky. I think that's a pretty large scale that he can already understand.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, this guy's. I mean, and now he's speaking at a normal tone. So like, you're used to just catching folks like normal, mundane, like elves and dwarves and humans, right?
Right.
All right. So this might be a whole nother step up, but we're glad to have you with us and to walk you through it, because really all of us are out of our depth here. We're facing some things that they might very well end Lyeska as we know it, and Lyeska is like the world that we're in. And you know, we're trying to learn as much as we can.
Yeah, you gotta look at that whole thing. Like,
Yeah. Trying to learn as much as we can going along, but you know, it seems like the best that we can do is try to survive one fight to another. So just know that if you come with us, that we cannot guarantee your safety, and that you might be called upon to sacrifice yourself for something worth dying for.
sounds glorious.
Hey.
Down.
Well, I'll definitely get you one of them beers when we get back to Aegeria.
Makes it better.
So, what's everyone's plans after, saving the world? This thing. I point at
From
big
Gordon.
cracks in the sky.
You point to Gordon.
From this guy. What are y'all
Fair
plans?
enough.
This fucking dude keeps blowing shit up.
Continue to search for my husband.
Settle down, get away from you all.
Well, I would like to return to the guild hall and continue to make Warwalker's name famous and grow and help out the world where we can.
Yeah.
What about you, Cook Boy?
I want to build things.
Build things. Are you an architect
Would you like
now?
to build the guild to be better?
That might be part of it.
Don't worry, it already has a roof.
Yeah.
What about you, bounty hunter? What are you
Welcome.
doing? What's your job after this? What you doing?
So
jokes.
at this point, I just take it day by day. But it'd be nice to get a nice valley for Ember to just run.
It seems like you and Ember have known each other for quite some time. A lot of what drives you seems to be the companionship that you have with this animal. That's very admirable. I'd like for this fella, and he leans over and pats his goat on the head, to like me that much. How long have you known Ember?
Oh, it's been about, say, 6 years.
Oh wow.
Maybe a little less. It's been a while.
Do you mind if I ask whether you saved her or she saved you?
Oh my god!
I start crying.
We have one female audience member and she's like, oh, pets!
We're gonna, don't worry, I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill all of them.
yeah, don't worry.
Not to get mushy, but
It won't be them this
we
time.
saved each other in a way.
Well, I know it's not
I needed
mine.
her.
I know it's not mine or yours to intrude, but I have about 20 hectares of land, and I don't want to upkeep 20 hectares. If you wouldn't mind, later on, I don't know who you are, where you are, but if I deem you worthy later, I'm going to give you 5 hectares, because honestly, upkeeping 20 ain't that good. You can have those 5 hectares for you and yours.
Let him move in
And you
with
can
him
come meet the
already.
family and everything down at the village.
Did he give up on his husband already?
There's another flat land
that's
for
what
you
I'm
to
thinking.
run.
I gave up on some of my land because I hate maintenance. I hate maintenance.
And I can show you.
I love. He had to explain it. Cheater.
And
I'll trade one orc for the next. Maybe he'll be a fun third.
and I could even show you around. I could show you. Let's see, what do we have there? Some houses, the fields, the creek, the airship. That's a
I just
cool
met
place.
you, but maybe.
But this is crazy.
I can show you the airship. That's a pretty cool place.
But here's 10 hectares. Be my neighbor, maybe.
Don't do it.
I lied when I said I didn't have a coin.
Ah, I got 2 of them.
I knew because I heard it clink.
Now there's video evidence.
I lied when I said I had a coin. Now, if you fuck up in any way, I'm taking one of those back.
No, both of them.
Just one.
Oh, no.
Because the one that he did to earn that one is inescapably
No, I feel like when he
untouchable.
fucks up, it's gonna be really bad because he's got himself at such a high point right now.
Oh.
It's coming.
I'm gonna feel untouchable.
It's gonna be a
immediately.
Jeremy.
Yeah, that's
Or
right.
Ben.
That's true. It'd be like that moment where I shoot my horse.
I'm gonna high five myself and shoot my horse at the same time.
Wow, I think that we just don't let you ever have any kind of inspiration again at that point.
Seems fair. Seems fair.
So, you guys travel for a while, and everyone can give me a history check except for Matteo, because go fuck yourself.
Because you thought.
But what if I read about it?
No one likes.
No!
I'm not convinced you've ever read a book. I'm starting to be extremely skeptical of your backstory, sir.
Let's be clear. You mean the character?
Yeah,
right?
that's right. That's right.
I'm truly out of coins, and I wish I wasn't.
4.
I got a solid 10.
Solid 10.
Except for you. You also don't get the roll.
Oh, okay.
How about now?
11.
If I ask really nicely,
What'd you roll?
I think we all rolled 8s or something.
10.
can I roll now?
Mod 10.
To see if I read about it at disadvantage?
Which is a natural 10, but I like saying mod 10 because it sounds cooler.
It does.
You should not say dirty 10.
Very point.
Unnatural 10.
Somebody roll 12.
Can I roll a 12?
Yeah, then no. Okay, never mind. Keep going with your RP.
What do you
No
mean,
lordom
roll?
for you.
Like a mod 12 for your history. Or,
Are you asking if someone...
Yeah, I thought somebody said they rolled a 12.
Oh.
He doesn't get the roll.
No, it's just.
Just checking out that epic character sheet.
It's not put it right down. Our character names.
So as we're going along, we don't see any mushrooms, of course. But do we see any other folks traveling on the road?
Nope.
No
You have
guard.
not passed anybody.
And no
It's
other.
pretty odd because you
Yeah.
have passed people occasionally.
Right, merchants and like that caravan that we went by, the Thorin.
Most people probably realize you shouldn't head towards the big fucking magic break thing.
Well, that's what makes us heroes. We charge into the fight
This is the
instead of running away.
Take 10 damage.
I do it.
I thought that's what Algar wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Alcar be like, bro.
Always the arrogance.
Dimble introduced him.
I didn't think it was arrogant.
You can't help Alcar if you be dead.
If you be dead.
So, how long are you guys going to travel before you stop to rest?
Night.
All day?
Nightfall.
Nightfall.
Yeah.
Okay, so nightfall comes. You guys get your fire going.
Nice.
You get your...
Spread out in a super awesome circle.
Make sure you're satisfied with where you are, because you were right alongside of the road.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep underneath that tree right there and next to the road.
I'm
sleeping on the guild
as
hall.
far away from the road as possible.
Okay.
I wanna be
Are you the red
farther.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can take. I don't mind
Well,
sleeping.
that just means you're
with my
far
back
away
to
from
it.
Truegar as possible.
Yeah, think of the cuddles.
Yeah. I'm right
I'm
next
trying
to
to be as
Truegar.
near next to
sneak
Oglen as
This is
possible.
like my 4th beer. I'm fucking with you, bro.
Fourth beer.
Did you see his face? He's like, wait, what? Did I miss something? What's happening?
Just put dirt.
I
Because that's what he's not
undoubtedly
here, but that's what
today.
Dimble would have introduced him as his dirt. He's a dwarf warlock.
A Dwarlock.
Dwarven Warlock is a Dwarlock.
And that player's name is Sano.
I just kept thinking Dulak was the guy who was
What time is it?
Hey guys, the hot cocoa's still warm.
Matteo.
It is actually 6:30.
Okay.
Is it
Hot
right?
chocolate? I thought it was coffee.
It's a little early for our break.
I figured not everyone likes just like straight
We
black
take a break
coffee,
every
so I was
three
like, let's just get hot chocolate.
We're just take a break at 7.
7, okay.
Who's standing up right
Well, I do need to pee.
We can take our 10-minute break now.
Okay.
Before we get into
Yeah,
rolls
do you
for
want something to
watches and such.
And mostly just because I need to pee.
There you go, that's the important part.
Truegar needs to take a sissy.
Dimble.
Who's Truegar?
I don't know, some square.
He said,
Dimble.
Okay.
And he is a...
Back.
and we're back. Welcome to Channel 10 News.
Wait, I thought it was
this thing that was
Dragons and Dipshits or Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons and dipshits.
Shit dragons and dungeon shits.
Dungeons and
Dipshits and dragons.
What the hell is the name of this channel?
Dragons and Dragons, I think?
Yeah, Dragons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dippers. Yeah.
Okay, if you roll for help, you have
Yeah,
to
let
roll.
me
Dungeons and
pull out my chew.
Yeah, otherwise you can take the damage.
Got me some
Level 1
I
full.
hope y'all know that.
So it's
There's only 4
dips to a can.
For level
That's
1.
the only way to do it.
4 dips.
And then you get
Cause I got 2
You ain't no
dips.
real man. I do 2 dips to a can.
Or you can take the
2 lips,
average
4
of the
dips.
6,
I have seen a
which
human
gives you
being
9 health for
open
the
up
other
a
6
whole
levels.
hand dip,
Yeah.
take like half of it, go.
With a merchant.
Oh wow.
It's generally better
Just
to do
pack
that
it.
until they
Pack
get
it
to
deep.
Pack that wad.
Oh wow. And then he's just like,
Yeah, I've seen a human being with a dip the size of like a golf ball in
At
their
that
mouth.
point, it's just a dick.
It was amazing because it was like
watch me flick this ball of tobacco in my mouth.
The pouches where it's like little pouches.
Oh yeah, I've seen the
pouches.
snuts.
I've seen where people open up a can and take like 3 or 4 pouches and do it like the whole bottom.
They line it out.
We make jokes all the time.
that stuff's
At my place
So-
of employment.
Break's over.
Yeah, let's focus.
okay, focus.
If you guys set up watch,
Yes, we have.
No.
No, we
did
haven't.
not.
No, we
did
haven't.
not.
We have not.
Just do the same
You
thing
guys
we
want
did
to do the
last
same thing we did last night?
First watch.
Yeah. So
Fourth,
first, second,
someone
third. 4th was Sano, and 5th was who?
time. Matteo.
Matteo.
I'm gonna wake up Dimble.
Just fuck with him.
Yeah. Dimble would like to do the last one.
Okay.
Oh no.
He's feeling like I'm not going to sleep through the night 2 nights in a row. I feel kind of dickish to.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill me.
I may be a boss, but I'm also a leader.
Yeah.
Okay, so Truegar has the first one.
Yeah, and I would be curious, like, did Truegar, and this is kind of going backwards a little bit, but in the 100 days that we were in the monastery, did Truegar ever say anything about the 20 gold he found in his boot?
nope.
I did not say that, and I only remember it now because you told me about it. And thing is, last weekend I actually took a mental note, but I should have taken a physical note.
Oh, yeah.
Give me about 20 minutes and I will have a physical note for it.
Okay.
So Truegar is watch 1.
I am watch 1.
You had so long to eat that.
I literally had to go home and eat it.
You've been sitting there for 15 minutes. It's like
It's a DM. He has not asked me for a roll. He doesn't have to ask me for a roll if he doesn't
I
want
don't
to.
know who's doing watches.
Well, you can
He
catch
just
me
This is
outside.
the first one.
I'm taking
And
it.
who
just
are
said-
the other 4?
We already know. We know. Yeah, we know.
He's
4.
fucking with you, Ben. He's
Or
fucking
5.
with you.
We're ready, Gordon.
Yeah. I'm also
So with
fine.
one hand, show what position in the watch you are. No. You would use 2 hands to
Okay.
go 2 and 3.
I'll be 3.
So put your sandwich down, Ben, and then do 2 and 3.
I'm his second hand.
Oh,
Helping
you
him-
are his second hand?
Helping him out.
You have a backup character ready, right?
Of course.
Oh, that's
nice.
actually pretty good.
That is very clever.
Yeah.
Good work, Justin.
Well done, Justin. That's actually pretty darn clever. So I have first watch. And while I'm first watch, I am using over the
So Dimble's doing 5 with Matteo.
Yes.
We're getting that watch on.
And Sano is
Watch real
4.
good.
Sano's 4.
Literally the same fucking thing.
Sano's shirt gets
Okay,
my,
watch 1 roll.
Sano's shirt gets my fucking advantage in my book, but I'm not the DM. It's a fucking sweet ass shirt.
If it fit me, I'd steal it. But
Do I get Oglen's?
He's a slave.
He hit the.
it's not a saving throw.
Yeah, he hit the.
Mod 7.
That's great for the podcast.
And I don't have any inspiration to spend because I gave my inspiration to Blue.
Okay, so your watch comes and goes, and there's still no sign at all of any animal life whatsoever. It's your pretty short time to get the next person.
So I head over to Ash, and this time I'm a little more gentle than I was last time. Ash.
Yes. It's my turn, huh?
It is your turn.
I get up. I wanted to write something.
Well,
So what did you want to write?
In my book, I just wanted to write down what I got from the library and make a second
what
copy
do
of
you
it.
want? God damn it.
Take the label off your water before we get copyright strike forward.
They can't read that.
Okay.
It's too far away.
We're good. We're already sponsored by the Coast
All they get is a barcode. That's it.
Yeah, the Coast Guard.
Stand that.
The Coast Guard doesn't know yet, but they're sponsoring us.
Yeah.
They don't know at all.
I don't know.
Thanks, Coast Guard.
So what was the note you wanted
Enlist
to write?
today.
Oh, I wanted to start copying down what I got from the library. Make a second copy of it.
Oh, okay.
Since
Yeah.
nothing's been happening.
Are you gonna do
Cards
watch?
and cards.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Um,
I'm really
give me your
to roll
perception roll at disadvantage on.
Yeah, it was really.
Since you're distracted.
I was willing to roll with disadvantage. 19.
At disadvantage,
Yeah, I got a 9 and an 11.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a plus 10.
you have a plus 10.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Do I need to do character sheet audits?
No, this is totally valid.
From
What I got from the test.
Is this cheater? Look for Esquire.
And he's the only person at the table who knows what that means.
Well, I guess that's not impossible.
This
Plus 2
okay.
from the
You want
test,
okay?
plus
So
5
it's
for-
wisdom. I have a plus 5 in wisdom, and then I have proficiency, and then I have the plus 2 from the test.
Yeah.
The awareness bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have 10.
Do you hear this sound? That's my boner hitting the table.
It's really, really dull.
Dick slapping.
It's like
Ah, I hurt my hand.
And obviously was not Richard's penis.
Okay, so his perception was really good.
so.
I got elephants.
Again, you're baffled by the lack of like any wildlife whatsoever, and the first of your watches goes by uneventfully.
I'll be a little more considerate during the third watch, because this one, the people that were all asleep, if they're full watch, they're full rest, so I'll pay more attention this time.
Roll at disadvantage.
Fuck you.
I only got a 16.
Dad, nothing happens. You finish copying what you were working on.
Oh, nice.
Hey, did you add quill and ink and parchment to make copies?
Oh, I guess I didn't. But I
He just
didn't.
stared
but how
at it
do I-
really hard in another piece of paper.
But how do I write in my notebook for making journal entries?
Magic?
Then I used magic to copy.
No.
It didn't work on that piece of paper. Magic's weird right now.
So your watches come to an end. Who are you getting up?
I'm waking up Sano. I'm just gonna tap him on the shoulder.
You're not gonna try to suffocate him?
No.
I just like snap up.
Okay.
That was yesterday's joke.
And
Humor's evolved.
my turn? Or, yeah, is it my turn? For what?
You keep asking that, but why do you think I keep waking you up?
You know what? I don't know. Like, that could be honest. You know, sometimes.
I'm not fucking with you. I'm not Matteo.
Hey, true. I like Matteo though. He's not too bad. All right. So, I'd like to. Yeah. All right. You can go to bed. I'll take my watch.
Okay, I was planning on it.
Alright.
I go back to my bedroll.
I would also like while I'm
Opposite.
doing my watch, can I also like meditate and like practice doing Breath of a Dragon?
Ooh.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm just like practicing it and not really doing anything. And then
How are you practicing it?
It's just burping.
I'm just like force burping, like this, like that type shit.
Roll for indigestion.
Roll for heartburn.
Practice dry heaving.
It's not hard to burp.
That would have gotten an inspiration, to be honest with you.
Practice dry heaving. I honestly,
And then for my, or do you want me to roll for perception?
Yeah, I don't really care about the other roll.
Alright, that's fair.
You get that when I decide you get that.
He farts and his pants just catch on
17.
fire.
Yeah, nothing happens. Give me your other roll too.
10.
Okay.
Epic fail.
Nothing happens. Your watch goes by uneventfully. You're a little disappointed that you can't find anything to cook to not kill people with.
Epic fail.
I'd like to go and I'd like to wait. I go over to Matteo. I shake his shoulder and say, "Hey, it's time for
You
you."
gotta shake my shoulder.
I'm not suffocating you awake this time.
Oh, good. That means I don't have to do that to you.
All right, that's fine. That's fair. That seems fair. And then I'd like to walk over to Dimble because Dimble said that he would also like to take
I should have
watch.
called this group Awkward Dragons.
Awkward dragon.
that's why my vote goes to mistakes were made.
Hey Dimble, I'm like shit.
Yeah, yes.
You said you wanted to take fifth watch.
Oh, is it that time already? Why did I say that? Yes, I'll get up.
Alright. Adios. Yo necesito sleep. So I'm gonna go to sleep.
Dormir!
Was that dwarvish?
Tu eres estúpido, pinche madre, casi cabeza.
Oh, got him in the hair. Is that what cabeza means?
¿Dónde está la muñeca de la chichi, señor?
I thought it meant hair.
See?
Dungeons and Spaniards.
Me llamo
Dungeons and people who studied Spanish in middle school.
Mine's restaurant Spanish.
Hey, fair.
Which is also what Skylar's is.
If you had told me that you knew Spanish before the DM knew Spanish, you would have that coin right now.
That's okay.
I
like you said, it's okay in Spanish.
Wait, that's not.
That's Polish.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, hold on, that was like Germanic.
I know like Los Angeles Spanish, which
At
is
least
like
here's
4 letters.
Lyeska.
So,
We speak Lyeska.
El Baño.
the two of
La biblioteca?
Okay, so back to the mid game.
Yeah.
the two of you have been. We're gonna call the group Dungeon and DM Size. You guys have been updated that nothing has changed. Like there's been no wildlife whatsoever to appear at all throughout the night. And give me your perception rolls to see if you see things that to be seen.
Wait, Truegar's that was asleep.
You literally asked for all of you to give us.
You guys.
Oh!
Well, it's a good thing I didn't roll because I'm too busy brooding in the corner.
That's right. He's lone wolfing it over there.
You should probably stay there for a minute, Will.
I got a 10.
74.
So the average of that is 17.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Nice.
Good thing I don't have a coworker here, or else
This
he'd
is why
see my
Dimble got
human side.
He's gonna blackmail the shit out of you.
Hey, Will, remember that time you made a perception roll and no one asked for it? Gotta get up early.
And then all the guys in the barracks laugh.
So, Matteo, you ready to let me see that loot for a moment now? It's time to wake
You have to give me a word that you're not going to throw it in the fire or break it or destroy it, and I will get it back in a timely manner.
Surprisingly, I have an appreciation for musical instruments. Just not wasting time in a library with infinite knowledge where you could have learned anything, learning how to play one.
Well, what'd you learn?
I learned on the deck of a pirate ship.
No. Like, what'd you learn while you were in the library?
Oh, I learned more about Alcar. Since it seems like I'm stuck serving him for the rest of my life, I wanted to know a little bit more about who I was serving.
Well, I guess that makes a little more sense than the loot, but it's not a contest. And I hand him the loot.
Are we all
So
awake?
Dimble's
Not yet.
trying to play like a loud, kind of like a dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, like wake up type thing.
Is it taps? No, that's for
No.
revelry.
No, that's for dead people.
Revelry.
Not necessarily that, but something to that effect.
Okay.
Revel.
No, the lowrider heard.
Do you have proficiency in musical instruments?
I do.
Yeah.
In which musical instrument?
Lyre.
Close enough. They're both stringed instruments.
I would
They are
Playing the
not percussion.
cello.
They are not percussion, nor are they reed.
I should have learned the bagpipe.
Or brass.
25.
Or brass.
25.
Well, brass requires reeds or.
So you guys are woken up by not a soothing sound because it is definitely meant to get the blood pumping, but it sounds pretty fucking good. And you feel energized.
Oh.
And that's how you play a lyre. And hit it back to him.
And I look at it and I say, that's a loot, not a
That's a
lyre.
lute. That's how you play a lute.
And then I say, watch this. And I play a nice tune that I
Roll
learned.
performance at disadvantage.
At
It's the
disadvantage.
first time.
Oh, damn.
Trying to show off.
Yeah, you are.
There's a lot of pressure.
Whoa!
Halfling lucky.
Oh, I saw that halfling lucky, and it's a good thing you're a fucking halfling lucky. Oh.
Let's see.
Is it higher than the 28?
19.
It's not higher than a 28.
Okay.
Still better than the rest of us could do, but
So you guys watch as for whatever reason, Matteo feels like he needs to show Dimble that he knows what he's doing. And he grabs a lute and he starts playing. And in the beginning, it doesn't sound that great, but it gets better. It definitely gets better as he stops playing.
Damn it! I like the end part where you stop playing. that part was pretty good.
That was an unintentional joke, by the way. So, you guys are all up. Dimble, Ash, Oglen, and Truegar can all give me history rolls.
Is this to define whether
Hopefully you guys remember, because I don't remember shit.
No, it was
Mod
bad.
20.
19.
5. Epic.
Hopefully the DC is remembering to wake up.
Remember to wake up.
So anybody who rolled a 15, you guys remember on the map that, and you feel like you are maybe 6 to 8 hours away from the next town.
Okay.
And you do remember that there is another town after that that is like right on the border of the desert. And that's a few days between those two towns.
So, hopefully we'll get to that next town today, guys, and you can get those ales that you promised us.
Yes, of course, ales. Did I promise I'd give you ale? No, he's paid.
You did. You offered me your ale, and when I said I don't like drinking after people, you said
He's gonna pay for yours.
Yeah, and you said you'd give me one too.
I did not say so.
No, I remember that. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Hey,
If you haven't noticed yet,
you will
most of what
remember
Matteo
that.
comes out of Matteo's mouth.
Wisdom
It's all
saving
hockey,
throw
not
at
worth paying attention to.
Same as what comes out of his fingers with that.
Very true.
I don't. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not gonna pay.
I'm not saying a fucking word.
What's a droid? And the Force?
Wait, so how do you know we're close? You recognize anything around here?
Just remembering on the map, a day's travel, adding it up, we should be able to reach it today.
Yeah, it seems like, remembering the route seems relatively important. They showed us the way when we left Algeria. Meanwhile, Truegar and God break out a protractor and a ruler to do Euclidean geometry, thereby determining the remaining travel time.
I'd just like to let you know.
Well, you guys have traveled about 500 miles so far.
I'm gonna say I'm not completely useless. While we were in the library, I read a little bit about the desert.
Oh, what did you learn?
Well, I read about some.
Did you learn that there's not much water?
Really heavy.
Well, I think I already knew that, but
So much heavier than
kind of in the name, sort of a little bit. When you think desert, you think not a lot of water. But I read about some ruins there or something, so maybe that has something to do with it. It's towards the middle-ish. I think I think the book said it was called the Jewel of.
Roll history. You don't get the quote shit unless you roll
That's
well.
your wine from now on.
That is mine.
You threw that shit.
17.
Okay, you can quote it exactly.
Not to sound high
The
class.
Jewel of
wine in a can.
Forelos.
Really good.
Forelos.
For real?
Yeah, with an F. Forelos.
Do you know whether Forelos is like an old elven word or?
Didn't say.
So what is that, the name of the ruins? Or the name of the city was the ruins was?
The ruins. So I don't know if it's the city ruins. I didn't get that far in the book. I just kind of I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That smells really good.
It tastes really good too.
So I assume something like that. Either a town or a spire or something.
Hey, as long as we are close to something that allows me to drink something,
You said it so slowly to
let us go double time. Personally, I don't. Hey, Dimble, if you would allow us to go double time towards the town, then please, yes, let us go.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really good.
Hey.
That's some good house wine.
It does seem like we've spent quite a bit of time trying to get to the desert. It might not be a bad idea to try to make up some of the time that we've lost, especially since we know we're going to be able to stop at this town on the way.
So it sounds like everyone's ready for some R&R in a real town without it blowing up. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, let's try to not burn this one to the ground.
Basically.
The last town that burned to the ground was not our fault.
Yeah,
Wait,
not our fault. Not our fault.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Magic wizard guy. What if he's stopping at that town that we're going to?
Oh,
If he stopped the town, it'd be burned down. If
Well,
it's
not
burned down,
necessarily. If
Probably,
we go
though.
there and
I
he's
mean,
there, then
did
maybe
you
he'll
see
burn
him
it
now?
down.
Considering it's
I
already,
never saw this guy, but you
considering
guys...
it's already on our way, we don't have much choice. We'll figure that out once we get there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope there's still a town there, and Magic Wizard guy.
You can stay here, and then we'll go, and then we'll come back if it's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what's gonna happen.
yes, that's a great idea. Stay here.
It doesn't seem like there's been too many interesting things to keep an eye on the road anyhow, so, moving at a faster pace.
I'm okay with this. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we go.
All right. So we move double time.
Is that right?
Like that part in the dubstep song before the drop, we were
Is
like,
it possible to make double time?
Two coconuts.
If they were war horses or war mastiffs, yes. You guys are not able to move at double speed because of the shared
oh, right.
riders or
Right.
the non-war breed mounts.
Yeah.
If you guys were riding war horses and war mastiffs, then yes,
Then we could,
still
okay.
able to do that.
Yeah. So we'll move as fast as we can, which is probably normal speed. Is that correct? The fastest that we can move is
Hey, we
normal
can't go double
Master,
speed.
Is it okay if we move at normal speed?
I prefaced everything I said with the fact that it's not faster to move more than normal with people sharing mounts.
I might have missed that really crucial bit of information. Which is, no, this is just how dumb Richard is all the time. Guaranteed.
You made me replay it in my head like 4 times.
Wait,
like,
did I say those words? You did. Richard's an idiot. He's gonna drink more of this.
You know what? I'm gonna have to apologize maybe if I go back and watch and it's like, nah, he didn't say that.
All right.
So,
No, he said it.
some of you are sharing mounts. And you can move at normal speed. We can't really move any faster than that with the mounts you have right now. Who is it? Still Truegar and Ash in the lead,
Yes.
Truegar and Ash.
and Dimble and Oglen and
Yeah, they're in the back.
Green Guy
Yeah.
on the back.
Brudall, yeah.
Continuing to chat about
You're my boy,
goats and
Brew.
wolves.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring it on, Brew.
Bring it on, Brew!
My previous character was fighting blobs, and my previous character said, "Bring it on, goo," and it was.
It's become one of our inside jokes. They are inside jokes.
I spent an action.
I
to say
co-opted it. I'm like America, who finds other parts of social and cultural life, and I just appropriate it to be mine. I came into this friend group and was like, "Bring it on, goo! Gonna make that mine."
That's mine.
Bring it on! Bring it on, goo!
We are playing Dungeons and Dragons, not having a socio-political discussion.
So,
What's the difference?
So,
oh gosh, that's off the chain, isn't it?
I need the people in the front and the back to make perception rolls.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of
Am I
the
Ash roll
in the
with
back or no?
Not technically, I guess.
So in the back is Gru and
Oglen.
Okay.
Brudall, Oglen, and the front are Ash and Truegar.
So does Ash get to roll as well, or just me?
If he wants.
Oh, I rolled really
Unless
well.
he's too busy fondling you.
Yeah, he's gonna see that ass. He's gonna be like,
A fucking wink. Did you really have to wink at me just then?
I was looking over there. I went to the wall. I got a 29. I rolled a 19 in my plus 10.
got an 11.
So 0.
I see all the cave squirrels.
There's so many cave squirrels everywhere.
So
Laying down tracks of directional poop.
So it's my 12.
Directional sky.
I sniff once and I immediately know where they're
Yeah,
going.
that's right. They're headed to the east.
We must follow.
You sure? You sure? The numbers added up to that?
Yeah, it is. He can agree.
He had help.
I mean, it's just adding two numbers.
Brought in the consultant on the job.
Don't trust him.
No, never trust me. So, you guys in the front, in the distance, because this is pretty flat road, and the road's pretty wide at this point, you know. It's
Okay.
definitely wide enough that three of you could ride side by side with horses and still have a couple of feet between you.
Okay.
And the guys in the front, you do see like the outline of what could be a town way off in the distance. Maybe an hour or two away.
Okay.
And you guys in the back still see or hear no animal life whatsoever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, it'd be a weird idea. We got like some wagons for these things, so we could just carry all our stuff in the back.
You know.
While I'm riding in the front, I turn my head around and we're like, we got a town like an hour away. Let's go.
And Oglen shouts out,
I need a DC
all right,
70.
maybe we should make a plan about things to talk about and things not to talk about before we make it into town. So we don't,
Well, let's not talk about burning down the last town. Let's start with that.
That's a good start.
Let's not talk about how those guys are God touched, okay? We'll pretend that they're regular people.
That's right, regular Joes.
Hey, guys, I didn't think you know that, but now he knows.
Also, we don't know.
Shit!
Also, we don't know anything about what's going on in the sky.
Yeah, the new guy doesn't know they're God touched. Brew, pretend I didn't say that.
I don't know that they're God touched. Got it.
Yeah, cool. This guy's worked it. Yeah. Fuck.
If I had voting power, I'd say, remember the World Walkers right now.
Yep, I like him already.
Right there.
It can't be improved till we see him in battle. I like him too, but not till we see him in battle.
All right.
I begrudgingly agree with you.
Anything else that we should say or not say?
So I'm just gonna get a redo on that one if I ever decide to join. I'm just gonna get a redo on that one.
we're
not
being
think
chased.
About the
If anyone asks
thing.
what we're doing, we're just traveling towards.
The center.
No, let's not mention that. What's the town we were originally heading towards?
Yeah, that diplomatic mission.
Thorin and Naruto.
Roll history.
Yeah,
I know I have it written somewhere.
I've got it written, but it don't count. If
they
we don't
18.
remembers it. Ooh, we got a 9.
Tor Honorable.
For honorable. Okay.
Toronto. If anyone asks, we're just heading towards Toronto.
Yeah, if they ask, I'm just the bard of the party.
To run out.
Sure.
Not like one of those magical ones that just play the.
We are a party that likes sucky bards. So
Now
you
let's
can obviously
let's
join
do a
us.
little role play in here. Let's imagine we say, "Oh, we're going to Tor Honorable," and they're like, "Why are you going there?" What we gonna say?
We're gonna say that we have gems. We have gems that they might find interesting.
No, let's.
For personal gain.
I don't
Wait,
think
didn't
that'll
we
go
just?
well.
Did
Yeah.
we
Let's
Let's just say we're an adventuring group and we have a mission to go there.
Yeah.
And less information is better.
Keep it
But if they
vague.
ask what our mission is, what should we say?
It's
Diplomat.
not their business.
Yeah, that's right.
Diplomacy.
What we
like
should say
originally sent
is-
there for.
I'm going to go save my husband. Let's say that.
Okay.
We're not gonna put the heat on you, but we'll put it on me.
Yeah.
So you'll go say save your husband. If they ask us what the mission
Do I
is,
know
we'll say
the city that we're coming up on.
I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah. Do I know the town that we're coming
Pretty
up
simple, some basic.
on? With the urban bounty hunter ear to the ground. What I know about it.
he was in the opposite.
Was he
direction
born
that we were at.
outside the Empire?
He and I haven't talked about that,
Okay.
which is why I don't have an answer for you right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But later.
If I was born
So,
outside the
Dimble,
would I know?
I needed
Dimble,
him to look at the map.
if they ask
So we
us
can work out
what
where
we're
it's
doing
from.
there, I'll just tell them that we're here to visit the general store because we're all out of mind your own fucking business.
Yeah. I like that.
Well, that's not quite that rude. It's just that we can't discuss our mission. Keep it simple. People will respect that.
Yeah. All right. Good job.
Yeah.
And we continue, unless there's other
Good
things,
talk.
folks want to chat about.
Can I roll a perception roll to see if I see any like smoke rising above the sounds? Like if like, anybody's like burning wood for like chimneys and
Or
stuff.
bodies.
Because like it's gotten relatively cold, so like people might start fires like
Yeah,
for
up top,
heat.
bro.
Yeah, like a lot of fireplaces. I mean, normally in a rainforest you don't start fires because it's fucking warm. But
Yeah.
So they might not even have.
Yeah, do their
built-in
houses even
fireplaces.
have fireplaces?
oh,
You notice all the houses are on fire because everyone started to fire.
Starting to fire.
none of the houses have chimneys. Yeah, none of the houses have chimneys.
They're all on fire.
Bro, everyone's hotboxing around too.
Everybody's hotboxing their house.
I will give you props because that was
Just everyone's inside fucking passed out from smoking. There's just-
houses in a rainforest don't have chimneys. That's all I'm saying.
They still do. They still need fire to cook.
That's
Oh, that's yeah.
That's what outdoor fire
That's
is.
why you're the
Let's go
DM.
outside.
8.
Bro.
The sky's pretty.
Yo, that's a cool crack that I've been staring at for like 4 hours.
The sky's pretty right now with all the shit going on.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Looks like a good question though.
Yeah, it
Tried.
It's a very good question.
Looks like a pretty lights concert.
I have the coin and give it to you.
I don't ever have to pay for a drink here. I'm the DM.
Shit. I'm the DM, bitch.
And I drink so rarely because I need to stay sober or bad shit happens.
To manage all of this nonsense.
In my defense, when I was DMing, I DM better when I'm drunk.
What is everything better drunk?
Your mom's not better drunk.
Oh, it's true, goddammit! Anyway, so we're approaching this town.
Yep. You're still like an hour away, so you still have time to finish off the what should we not talk about list if you have anything to add.
Okay. I think we covered most everything.
I missed her.
I think we should definitely err on the side of less is more.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't show anyone your scales.
Yeah. And remember that if you have to lie, keep it close to the truth, right? You know,
Why?
because
Sometimes
that'll make it
lying's
easier to
good.
pull off. Well,
Well, if that was the case, then our friend here might not talk at all.
He does have golden scales that are worth a lot of money.
Yeah, Sano, yeah.
I'm
Not
not talking about
Oh.
Sano there, Matteo.
Yeah, blue, yeah.
and remember the 3 golden words of legal impunity. I do not recall.
That's 4.
You're right.
contractions. I don't recall.
God damn it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't recall.
I don't recall, officer.
You killed your own joke.
I did. I don't recall not recalling the recalling.
Oh, you're forced.
Oh, I lost it! God damn it! My contractions!
So,
Wait, how far into labor are you?
Okay.
That's pretty good. Immediately redistributed.
Okay.
So,
We are.
are you guys done your pre-town roleplay?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I think we're done. Yes.
Sweet. So you get close to the town. Everyone can roll perception.
Because I'm a hound for DM attention.
Epic
I'm gonna
halfling
roll.
lucky. That's pretty
It's actually a really good roll. It's actually a really good roll.
You know why? It's because it only rolled like twice and then slid the rest
And
of the
slid
way.
the rest of the way.
It's slide.
I had to hit the halfling lucky on him. So.
Got a 10.
12.
Wait,
Don't you only get to use it so many times?
no,
No.
Isn't it a reaction?
no.
Once per turn.
Bountiful luck I can give someone else with my reaction.
Yeah, you can't have that anymore.
Halfling lucky is endless.
Yeah. You can only re-roll one time.
Check the PHB, bro.
Checking the book.
There's no way that can be an unlimited thing. That is
Unless you roll it twice in a
It's
row.
super powerful.
it is super powerful.
Check it, bro. Read the book. Check the rules.
If you be less arrogant about it.
Oh,
See,
shit.
let him just
I will
look at
let- I
it
will
and
let
make
you
his own
Keep talking,
decision.
he's just gonna make his own.
He's just
roll.
gonna be like, nah, fuck halflings, they don't exist.
You're gonna say not everything in
You were halfling, but no, you're a midget now.
You've been a goblin the whole time.
Matteo just.
Where'd you go? You've been an albino goblin this whole time.
Well, look at that. He was really was a dwarf.
It's been a bullywog the whole time. Oi, bro, you know what you look like? You look like a bullywog.
There is nothing about.
It's a feat, isn't it?
Yeah, he took bountiful luck.
Well, that
He's talking about halfling lucky.
It's
Yeah.
in Xanathar's.
I'll look at the
bountiful
Xanathar's
luck
one.
is. Normal lucky is just in
Yeah, the normal.
PHB.
Lucky doesn't work on perception rolls. Well, I guess it's an ability chunk.
And here's the bountiful luck one, if you care about that. This is the very bottom of this
Of course I
page.
do. I want to make his life miserable.
And it's gonna turn to the next page to read the rest of it, I think.
Keep running your mouth over there, Jeremy.
Halflings they're not even real.
They're not. They don't exist in
Fake news.
No, it may be fake, but you know what's real? The fucking weave storms in the sky.
Yeah, but see, there was this member of
The Wither Storm.
the Tribune Council that brought a little
Bountiful
fabric
luck
of the
does not work
weave
for you.
into
Yeah,
the Congressional
that's very-
Senate.
And if
Said,
you use it,
but look,
you cannot use your own lucky. So
Yeah, but I haven't used it.
it's not free, which was my question.
if
There's a
weave
price.
change is
Yeah, but
real,
I-
then
yeah, I
how do
haven't
you
used Bountiful
explain
Luck.
this?
I used to use normal lucky. Because no one else had a.
How did I just cast magic then?
Okay.
So.
It is not free. He gets to do it once per turn.
If I'm giving them.
Once per 6
Even you.
seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can only do it once per turn.
Yeah. So.
So, you come up on this town, and it appears abandoned.
Oh,
But you know it's not abandoned because you do see some candle lights or lanterns in windows.
Okay.
But you see no one on the street, no one
Okay.
on the road, nobody walking back and forth, visiting shops or anything like that.
Okay.
Is it still like midday when we get there?
It's like early evening, like 3 o'clock ish. If you needed to put a time on it, you're there at around like 3 o'clock in the middle of the day.
And are there like signs outside of relevant buildings, like shops and inns? And that kind
Some
of
of them, like the more successful shops have small signs, but nothing has like giant marquees.
Okay.
Even the tavern just has like a 2 foot by 2 foot wooden sign hanging from a rail.
Welcome to Martwall.
Well, either these people seen us coming and got scared, or something's going on here. Either way, I think the tavern's usually the best place to figure things out.
It's a good start. I can.
And it's a small town. Maybe around the same size as the last town that you guys have been in. There may be 20 buildings along the road. And you see a couple of buildings back behind those buildings, but it's not much bigger than that.
Do I notice any animals? Is there like a place to store your horses? Or?
How many?
How many pets they have?
There is a stable, and there are mount rails where you can tie your mount to the rail and go into the tavern.
And there's no horses there? Right.
Okay.
Is there a building that is obviously a tavern/inn?
The one with the sign.
With the sign. Okay.
So I go up to the door, check the handle.
Somehow.
Nice.
I'd like
I
to.
open it.
I'd like to follow Truegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I do not tie Bjorn. He can handle himself.
He leaves.
Yeah, he never comes back until I summon him.
He meanders incredibly slowly, so he's easy to find.
Oh man,
It's
I
dirt.
lost
So
my-
is anybody taking their mount to the stable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said there's a tie-up.
There are tie-ups out. There's a tie rail outside of the tavern.
And that's where my
Yeah.
is. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Quick headbutt. Bjorn, keep an eye on these folks, alright? Oh, why do I keep doing this?
take 2.
God damn it.
What is the definition of insanity?
What do you get?
I just wanted to like me, Will.
I want.
So, Truegar is the first one in. So Truegar walks in, and he walked into a horribly empty tavern. Like, if this was your tavern, you would be terrified that you go out of business.
Okay.
Okay.
You see like an older woman at the bar, just kind of literally doing nothing but leaning against the bar, watching. Like, it looks like she's staring off into the distance. Doesn't even seem to have noticed you walking into her tavern.
Shows she's staring at the middle distance, not paying attention to the front door. Okay, so I stride up confidently to the tavern and I say, I would like 7 ales, please.
Are we sure? It's pretty dead in here. Maybe the ale's going sour. Are you in there as well? Yeah, we all went in.
Yeah, they all
You were just
no.
the first one in.
Wait, did you go in as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Tied Ember up right outside.
So she startles.
Should
And
have brought
she-
her in.
Oh!
I brought my wolf
Oh!
outside.
When did you get here?
Approximately 3.5 minutes ago.
Oh. Well, I guess it happened again.
What happened again?
Well, I went to that place that I go to when I don't have anything to do, I suppose.
The happy place.
Is it nice and sunny?
She looks really old, by the way. Like 70s, 80s.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright.
So,
Didn't count it.
we noticed that's not just your tavern here. The town as a whole seemed like a ghost town almost. Where's everybody at?
Hiding.
From what?
You didn't come across the elf?
No.
That is just like threatening everything?
The
The magical wizard guy?
Wait, whoa.
I don't know if he's a wizard. Well, I guess maybe. He did magic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
spoke. Did this wizard give his name, Miss?
All I heard was death and destruction.
In
And
your
Flint
head?
didn't get out of his way.
How does a tavern move out of the way?
Well, there were people in the street when he came through.
Okay.
How long ago was that he came through?
Yesterday.
Oh, people are still scared from it?
We don't really get a whole lot of lively action here.
It's enough lively action.
I imagine it's been quite a while since you've had some lively action. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, my husband's been dead for 20 years.
Oh! So,
Yeah, his name's Dimble.
Oh, got him.
It's
Oh, okay.
She doesn't get the joke.
My name is Laura.
I'm gonna write that fucker
Is
down.
by any chance
so dude, there was a town.
Croft.
What's the name of this town?
Stiff booty shorts.
I still
She's an
wanna say
archaeologist with 2
Dotsville?
just like me, but with the.
Is that her squinting or are you squinting?
This me because I didn't think of a name?
Dots.
We'll call it Dodsville.
That's why you should always have a piece of paper with names of towns, names of NPCs.
But then, this is
And
the
then your
third
mom's phone
Doddsville we
number.
came across this
Boom.
week.
No, I have a list of all the towns I've named so that I don't do that. Even though it's still
So, a
do
wizard.
do you keep beds here?
Well, yeah.
How many rooms do you have?
2.
Oh, do we want to take 1 room, guys, or 2? I'm assuming we're going to at least spend the night here in town.
2. Now, do you have 2 total or 2 available?
No, well, we have more than that, but you don't want to sleep on those.
Is it because
You look like fine folk who expect comfort and...
Yes, beds and bug-free, that kind of stuff.
I'll
Well, all of my beds are bug-free, but some of them are more comfortable than others.
I've slept on like literal rocks before. It's not too big of a deal. If someone needs to make a sacrifice, I'll do it.
Wow, you're so
I'm
noble.
pretty sure we can.
Well, the back door's that way.
But
Yeah,
it's
I'm
more
not
like
the
a-
reason. This looks like a much bigger tavern other than 2 rooms. Are you offering the 2 best rooms, or are you denying us other rooms that you think we would not be interested in?
No, I'm just offering you my most expensive rooms.
Okay.
You did buy
Well,
7
hey,
nails.
at least she's honest.
Yes.
And at this point, she has finished pouring the 7 ales, and they're sitting on the bar.
And I pick one of them up and go, fuck, I'm an idiot.
I have a cereal drinking problem, and I drink the whole thing. And like,
You
just like the moon wine, just
just
And it tastes like just average tavern ale, like something that is brewed in-house.
Dimble's sipping on it more to be polite than actually.
Yeah, it's not the greatest thing, but it's definitely not the worst thing you've ever had. to
not
drink.
bad, not bad.
Brew picks his up, downs it, and Scry!
Well, we don't need luxurious rooms, but 2 rooms might be best to split between, so we're comfortable.
Yeah, there's only so much cuddling that you can get away with.
I don't know. It's been a really long time since I've done any of that.
Oh, do you miss it?
Well, yeah.
So, are any of the stores open besides this one?
Well, I think everything's open. It's just nobody's gonna come out of them.
I'm gonna do a compassion check. See if Oglen wants to pity cuddle this woman. Natural 1.
I'm not.
He
gonna,
does.
I'm not. Gonna,
So he's gonna have a few more and then make a proposition.
well,
Even though the alcohol doesn't affect you at all.
Does it?
I'm more of a little spoon. So if that's what you're into,
So, do you mind pointing me to the
Little,
general
little
store?
spoon.
exactly.
It's just right next
Up
door.
top. And I have to like jump up to give you a high five.
Ash, take
Sorry,
somebody
my
with you. Don't
high
go anywhere
five
by
was
yourself.
I don't know if I want any of these buffoons coming with me.
Hey, you know that these buffoons have saved your life more than once, right?
Yep, but you're still buffoons nonetheless.
And this buffoon has allowed you to ride on my horse with you after you shot your fucking horse.
You guys are flirting with an old lady.
Yeah,
All
flirting
of
with an old
you.
lady is better than shooting your own fucking
She's probably
horse.
about how old I am. How old? No, never mind. I forget I said that.
Hey, good catch. And she's like, huh?
I'm deaf.
Oh, okay.
She's definitely having facial reactions.
Okay.
Like, what in the...
So she's more
I
like
apologize.
60 or 70
Sorry,
rather than 80 or 90.
She's definitely got that look on her face. It's like, oh my god, bring the death and destruction back.
I am letting interpersonal problems interfere with this tavern. Miss, I apologize. We would like 3 of your best rooms, please.
We don't need 3 rooms. 2 is fine. We don't need the best rooms, just rooms.
Well, the thing is...
Unless you're paying out of your personal pocket.
The reason I say 3 of our best rooms is so that the 3 people can have the best rooms and the 4 people can sleep in the stable.
Yeah.
One who shoots
sorry,
his horse,
guys.
one who doesn't believe in his horse, and one who tried to heal a wolf, but the wolf's scars made him sad.
Yeah, but that's all magic right now. So.
What about the guy who has a goat?
Yeah, you can sleep with him. See, I don't have an animal, so I don't have to worry about sleeping with them, so yeah, I get a room.
Yeah, goat. Bjorn doesn't think I'm good.
So she looks at you guys and she says, so anyway, breakfast is at sunrise, dinner is at sundown, and the rooms are the first 2 rooms upstairs.
I don't like having the first 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Why not?
So after
After last
the
time.
bartender mentions food, Oglen looks to Sano. Doesn't say anything. Just looks at Sano. She mentioned food.
Do you want some help cooking in the kitchen?
That was probably.
Did you say that because you wanted to? or
No,
you were
no,
expecting
you
to?
look like you don't really eat well, so I'm assuming you probably cook very badly.
Alright,
That'd be
the
a pretty
only
safe
thing...
assumption.
Alright, the only thing I've ever actually messed up was mushroom stew, and that only killed me.
So why are you so skinny?
Because I feed everybody else first.
So is there nothing left over for you to eat?
I eat nuts and berries.
It's the mom thing off limits.
You don't eat the food that you cook?
Most of the time, no.
Do you eat the food that he cooks?
Most of the time,
Yeah,
no.
and we eat it so much that he never gets to sit down and have a warm meal.
Well, that's him. He usually eats all of it.
Yeah, all right, that's me. That's me.
Aside from the mushrooms, it was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
My favorite meal. Hey, is this mom thing off limits?
You don't know about my mom!
In the
Stables.
stable.
They've got them on the shelf next to...
They're in the back room.
So it's a horse that's been shrunk down. They keep the good horses.
figured like it was a small town, and I was like, hey, I don't see any horses at the stable. You guys out of horses, blah blah blah. But I'm just gonna
Would you like to
assume.
roleplay?
No.
I might change my answer.
Okay, yes.
Because that's a valid point.
He
So you walk into the tavern, and it's like a
General
super
store.
dinky general store.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5 shelves with random shit on it. There's like 1 bundle of rope hanging up somewhere, and like it's pretty underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see like a quiver of like some arrows, like a bunch of arrows just laying on like a shelf.
So like
there's
individual arrows, or they're full? They have some on it.
There's like a bunch of arrows laying just
Okay.
chilling on a shelf.
I'll pick that up, and then I'll go to the front to pay for them. And is the guy staring off in this space?
They're individual. They're not
Okay.
bundled.
Then I'm picking up 11 arrows.
Cool.
I
Cool.
hope they're gold each, because that'll be really convenient.
It's really fucking
Yeah.
expensive. Don't you mean like
a
silver? Silver or copper each?
Yeah.
So you take him to the counter, and at the counter is an old man. Looks human.
Is he staring off like the lady is, or is he actually?
Nah, he seems to be doing math. Like seems to be tallying some numbers in a book. From what you can tell.
Worth it.
Your paper.
Fucking worth it. Good thing. There's video evidence. of this.
So you're at the store.
Well said. Bring in the tissue box over.
So you're at the store though.
At the store.
Somebody doesn't know how to do beer.
So
I think at least one of the people at the store needs a second. You thought I'm sorry, I can't let it go. You thought you were gonna be so fucking smooth.
Boo! Oh my god. I'm gonna piss my pants. Can I go? I already peed a little bit.
I gotta be honest. You thought you were gonna be so fucking smooth. That was the best thing all day.
You're at the store.
So he definitely looks to be working on a ledger.
yes, hello, excuse me.
He looks up and he says, "Oh, how may I help you?"
I checked by the stable and I didn't see any horses, so I was just wondering if you guys didn't Are you guys out? Are you in a field somewhere? I don't know much about this whole stable thing.
Might know a little bit more about
He looks at you and he looks like he's really thinking real hard, and he goes to the door on the back and he opens it up and looks in there. He says, no horses in here.
Then I'd just like to buy these arrows, please.
Oh, it doesn't appear to be here, but is there a potion shop or anything in town? Or it doesn't look like you have any.
No, that's a bit more fancy than we do here.
I thought so, but I imagine you have many travelers coming through that might need them, so I thought there might, slim chance there might be.
Zoran's Gate might have some.
What's Zoran's Gate? What kind of shop was that?
Hold on, I'm remembering words. Loren's Gate, I'm sorry.
With an L? Lauren?
Yeah, Loren's Gate. Loren. Oh, that's the next town before the desert? I think they have a pretty successful alchemist there.
Okay, I guess we'll have to make do until we get there, but if I remember correctly, that's like about another 5 or 6 days ride.
Are you Russian?
No, not too much of a rush.
No, I'm a car.
We're in a super rush. We need to get there super fast.
It's 4 or 5 days.
So you're the only shop here in this town?
Well, yeah, usually.
So what exactly happened yesterday with that elf guy? I heard from the lady in the tavern talking about.
I was in the street and all I heard was, get out of the way or you die, so I went back in the shop.
That makes sense. He's a pretty angry guy.
I'm not much of the fighting kind.
Thank you.
I'm assuming that's why you work here in this shop.
Oi. Seriously. Please. Yeah.
Do you have any business here?
No, just to make sure you don't get in trouble.
I was very nice to the last shopkeeper I met.
You saying that in character?
Yep.
Deception check?
I was actually nice to the last one.
Oh, that's right.
He looks at you like a little confused. Well, it's always good to be nice to the people you're buying from.
Yeah, this is about it. I put the arrows on the counter. How much for this?
A silver each.
Seems a little high.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I really don't. I'll just hand him 2 gold and be like, keep it. Keep the rest.
Are you sure?
Yes, I don't mind. Keep the rest.
Okay.
You've been so helpful. You've gone through a hard time. No.
I don't need your pity coin.
It's not pity. It is pity. So what? Take it. I'm not taking it back.
Alright, we're done here. Let's go, Ash. While we're ahead, let's go.
Wait, what? What just
I
happened?
couldn't think of the word. I was like,
What just happened?
being considerate is empathize. I
He
was more
throws,
empathy
he
coins.
throws the coins at you as you're walking to the door. What's your AC?
18.
Both of them miss and hit the wall.
Have a nice day now. I don't pick them up. I just leave.
No, nice.
As you leave, you hear like a string of just like horrible shit about how youngins and don't know what it's like to really live in difficult times and
So close, Ash. We almost made it out of there. So close.
Goddamn, zoom
You're doing so good. You've improved a lot. Up until that last sentence or so.
Why don't the old people just take the money that I give them?
Well, most old people that I've come into is just are really grumpy and like to complain a lot. You know, I can remember why.
That's why I was trying to be nice and give them extra
We couldn't
coins.
ever stop talking about and complaining about stuff.
So the two of you go to the stable and you take each of the mounts there.
Yeah. Can
Well,
we?
you're leading the party's mount.
Yeah. Can I
And
talk
Bjorn's just walking.
to
No.
Brew on the way?
No, we don't have time
Please.
for that shit.
I just want to say one
Ain't
thing.
nobody got time for that shit.
This is my attempting to give Andrew the main light here. I want him to role play the conversation with the person at the
In a
stable.
role playing game.
You know, like on
This
the top,
is my
like
light.
Oglen's trying to be like, you know, hey, why don't you take the lead on this one? And, I'll kind of grade him, right? Are you okay with that? Okay. So let's say on the way that you understand you're supposed to take the lead on this interaction.
Okay, I'll talk to him. It's fine.
So you walk into the stable, and there's a sign hanging up that says, "Serve yourself."
Fuck!
It's literally like attached to the tavern.
Oglen immediately face palms.
Which is, I was trying to save you.
You did try to save me, and
The DM reached his hand to the sky and
He
gave
did.
you the finger.
And I was like, nah, I got this. I'm sorry, Gordon.
No, it was actually always meant to be a self-serve stable because it's part of the tavern.
Brew looks at the sign and says,
Taken care of. Hey, that's 100% on your first assignment. I'm really proud of you, Brew. And he goes in for a high five, but you're like really tall compared to Oglen. Oglen's like 4 foot, 4.5 feet, so he's like, all right. And,
You connect with his elbow.
Yeah, nice. And, so what are these mounts in here, do you think,
There are no other mounts in the stable. But
Oglen can't see over the stalls, though.
so only our mounts are there.
Only your mounts
Okay.
are in there, yeah. And the stalls are pretty spacious. They're not small. They're like 6-foot squares. When the standard rest stall is 8x8 in most places, and this is like slightly smaller, so it's definitely like a traveler's stable. It's not meant as like a home stable.
Oh, I see. Okay. So there probably wouldn't be like horses here that you could rent. It's just like stash your horse.
Yeah, you definitely get the sense because there's a door right from the stable into the tavern.
Okay, gotcha. All right. And so Oglen's just curious: are there enough stalls here for everybody?
How high can your character count?
My character.
What's your intelligence?
That's gonna be fun. It's a 10.
That's enough.
That's average.
That's average intelligence.
Yeah, average.
You can count to 10.
He's a half-orc. They're stupid.
Racist.
We don't hate all half-orcs here.
Hey!
Why is it always gotta be a
Definitely looks like there's maybe 8 or 10 stalls in here.
So what's that?
And they all seem to be about the same size.
So
And there's also like 1 or 2 kennel-sized areas that are like dogs.
Big dogs.
So Brew starts looking at how many mounts we have. It should be fine. We got it. We're good.
All right, let's head back and grab them, and I guess we go back and grab the mounts and put them in the stalls.
I assumed you took them with you on the way there.
I'm glad you appreciated that.
I had Ember in my left hand and the horses.
This is why he's in charge.
picked up all the horses and the wolf in the other hand. Just walking.
And Dimble's dog on top.
Ember, I walked her by light. Ember left hand, horses on the right, and I'm just gonna leave the dogs and the goat to you.
That's fair. I got the goats and dogs. All right.
Yeah.
And so we don't find a single person to interact with throughout this entire encounter. All right. And so we turn around and we make our way back to the inn, and Oglen's trying to save face because he's super embarrassed, right? So he's like, "Hey
Are you
man,
following Oglen?
Yes.
Or are you going in through the door right next to where you are?
Oglen's definitely going back around, right, to the other way." And he's like, "Hey man, good job. You really nailed that. That was really
I'll
great."
follow. I'm more curious to know how this band of
Boobs.
I was gonna go with a different word, but boobs. How they interact with the crowds, since that's something I tend to try and do.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Oglen's just praising you, like, "Man, it was a great job." But you get the it's so obvious that he's embarrassed about the fact that he told you to take the lead and then there was nothing to do. He's like, "Man, that was great. I wish I could be that deft in the diplomatic menagerie of the words that I would try to, and he's just like picking words that clearly he doesn't know what they mean, he's just like making up nonsense on the way back.
I lean down, pat him on the back. You're fine, little man. We do our best.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Whew, I'm ready for that drink.
I'm gonna pull a funny prank on Oglen. I'm gonna switch out his beer, put it next to me, like facing the opposite way of the door. So the door's here. I'll put it down in between me and the door, or Putting myself in between.
You
the
want
door.
him to think his drink is gone?
Yes, and then I replace it with the drink that
Oh,
I
you have to
drank.
say what?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For an epic prank.
Epic prank.
So, you guys
not gonna see
come
it
back
coming.
to the tavern around the same time that. Are you guys going straight back to the tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around the same time, Dimble and Ash return to the tavern as well. And you walk into the door, and you look for Matteo and your drink, and you do not see your drink.
And I whisper to the other two here with me. Did this motherfucker steal my drink after I told him he was gonna have words?
Well, you put your drink down in front of an alcoholic. I'm not sure who's to blame here.
Dimble. Can I kill him?
I'm gonna go with no.
All right. Can I punch him though?
Why don't you just make him buy you a new one? He's scared of you.
You know what? Practical solutions. That's what I like about you. And Oglen continues. And the rest of us, I guess, walk in.
Roll performance.
The loot, so it's
No.
13,
What's the
17.
Roll Constitution.
Oh, he's playing with me, yes.
20. Dirty 20.
Unclean 20.
Rubbish
A 20.
20.
Trashy 20.
Trashy.
Street corner 20. Any of those would be so much better than dirty 20.
It's like that 17-year-old that tells you she's 20. It's a dirty 20.
I've never had that happen to me.
Yeah. Yeah, me neither.
So,
I'm Chris Hansen. Take us.
you get closer to the table, and Matteo doesn't seem bothered by the fact that that your drink is no longer on the table.
And so you're playing a lute at this point?
Yeah.
Like at the bar?
I'm just sitting down.
Or
at
are
a
you
table. I'm at a
corner?
table.
You're at a corner.
Just
Oh,
at a table. Just
so
sitting
you
down.
took the beer with you to the table?
Yeah.
All right.
I went up and grabbed it.
Okay, so Oglen looks around. Wait, is one of these mine? Nope. And he looks, he finds Matteo, makes his way over, and gets there. Like, hey, I'm gonna need you to put that down. Remember when we said we was gonna have words?
What do you mean?
Fucking stop that shit. And he grabs the loot.
Oi!
Can I make a
Contested strength.
boom?
Unnatural 1.
Dirty 20.
How do you have an unnatural one?
2 minus 1.
You have a minus?
I'm just dirty 1.
Dirty 1! Dirty 20.
It's a dirty one.
Is it dirty one?
You know, you're a really small man to be pulling a big move like that. There's very few folks that have survived separating a dwarf from his drink. So I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. And Oglen starts counting out loud. 3.
I switched the empty cup and
This
Dimble's.
give you 3 seconds, but never said what he's giving you 3 seconds to do.
Yeah, it should be implied. He knows what he's done.
I grabbed the empty cup and Dimble's cup and I switch them.
Oh, thank you. And he just downs Dimble's cup. He downs it, and he's like, he looks at him, gives him the big old fuck you, because he thinks he was, like, you know. So he drinks Dimble's drink.
And I reach down next to me and I pull out a full glass of ale.
And then Oglen burps. Wait, was that mine? Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I take a sip, pour some in Dimble's, and there's about like a 4th glass.
All right, you got me. You got me. Nicely done. And he gives a big slap on the back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been.
And I grab my loot bag.
Yeah, I've been real sensitive lately. We'll talk about it later. I'm sorry.
I was just hitting you with the funny prank.
So the lady at
Oh,
the,
you could use a little
at the
laugh.
bar,
I
you hear her
appreciate
say,
it. I didn't need that.
"Oi, which of you is paying for all this?"
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I thought Truegar paid on pouring.
He paid for the drinks.
He didn't pay for anything yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Seeing as I'm the one who said, give me 6 ales, I'm the one
7.
who will also, 7 ales. So when the bartender says who's paying, I immediately raise my hand. And I say, is it 7 silver pieces?
You mean gold pieces?
I could buy your bar for 7 gold pieces, Wench.
No, you asked for ale. You didn't say you wanted the bad stuff.
Then why'd you give us the bad stuff?
Well, it all tastes bad, but some's better bad than other bad.
Yeah, just like other taverns have had. This one is one of those.
Well, it's the only tavern here.
And that allows you to gouge us, but not gouge us that
Well, you don't
hard.
live here, so yeah.
I love house.
We're going to a place and then we're going to come back here. Do you want
And
us to
then
come
you'll
back?
pay another gold per drink then too.
I got some gouging I could
How about
do.
we pay you? How about we pay you 6 gold for the rooms and the ale altogether?
Well, no, it's 7 gold for everything.
The rooms included.
The rooms and the ale.
Oh!
That's a little more reasonable.
Yeah, that's much more reasonable.
And food.
Yeah.
Breakfast and dinner.
Yeah,
Oh,
7
yeah,
gold.
yeah.
Pay the lady.
7 gold.
yeah, that's
So
not
I give
bad,
her
not
7
bad.
gold.
Yeah, good one.
She takes it and she looks so confused about why somebody threatened to gouge anything out of her.
Yeah, we're sorry. We've been on the road.
But she doesn't
a
look
long time.
intimidated.
Oh, okay.
It's like that grandmother. Talk all the shit you want, but
She's
she'll
gonna
fuck
smack
your
the
shit up.
Yeah.
She's heard worse.
Watch it be like a level 20 NPC.
She's fucking level 20 Battlemaster.
Barbarian with Tavern Brawler like 12 times. Boom, just slaps you in the next week.
The grandma from Shaolin Stalker.
Yes.
So, she tells you dinner will be ready in a couple of hours if you want to eat. If not, then you can starve.
Is we've already seen the merchant next door. Is there anything else in town of interest? Any shops or anything?
No,
That's what I figured, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
it's really just at best a layover for people traveling between this town and the next one to the east.
Does it liven up in here at all? Is it
Well, I don't know. Somebody said yesterday that the town to the east is gone.
Yeah, it was in pretty bad shape when we came through.
Oh, you've been there?
What was left of it, yes.
What happened?
Well, don't know what happened, but last I saw of it, it was just a few burning timbers left of it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It was a pretty nice place. And pretty nice people living there.
Can't say I ever got the chance to spend the night.
Not necessarily false.
Double is the master of a half truth.
Yes.
Well, I don't. It's unfortunate that it's not there anymore.
Maybe
The
then.
tavern there had the owner of the tavern. She brewed amazing mead.
Is that so? It's just that is a shame that we're drinking this instead of that. But
Oh, I have some of that.
really, maybe it would be more beneficial for you though.
Oh, that's way more expensive than what you're drinking.
No, but the fact that town isn't there though, that might increase your business and more people having to stop here.
Oh, I don't know how to make it. I just buy it from her.
Well, I'm just saying in general, people stopping and then having traveling or wanting a room.
But you're right. It could change the importance of this place. Though I don't know that I really want to deal with that many people.
It is a small tavern. No offense.
Well, no, it is pretty small.
So
And it
does,
is pretty small. Like, there are maybe 8 tables in here that could fit 4 people.
so does it
each.
liven up at all later as the night grows on, or is this about normal?
Well, usually we'd get the farmers that would come in and they'd hang out in the evening, but the last 2 days, I guess people really got shook up by that weird guy.
Is that mostly who else lives here in town, farmers?
Yeah, we have fruit farmers.
How long ago did that weird guy come through?
Yesterday,
Yesterday morning, yesterday evening?
afternoon.
Afternoon? Okay.
What kind of fruit do you grow around here?
Bananas?
Oh. Wow, this is a real true tropical
I gotta Google rainforest fruit now.
Cashews.
Justin.
Ongoing bananas. That's
takes
what I
1
tell
gallon
my
of water.
bananas when I leave.
Bananas.
Great joke.
Pinapples. It's pinapples, not pineapples. Pinapples.
Pineapples.
Oh, pineapples.
Are we going to get to sample any of the pineapples with dinner?
Well, I haven't gotten any in 2 days.
Oh, because they haven't been in to deliver. That's a shame. Could we deliver any messages out for you, maybe, so they could start delivering again?
Yeah.
Maybe we could
I
get
mean-
a discount on the rest of our ale.
You could check on them if you want.
You said you were a tax collector before this, right? Maybe that's like kind of your thing.
I think he said bounty hunter, so much as tax collector.
tax collector, right?
Wink.
Brew leans forward on the table he's in.
Miss Laura, sounds like this elf guy messed with you pretty bad. If we were to get rid of him, make him less of a problem for you,
Let's go collect some taxes.
could we maybe get some of this stuff on a discount?
What? I was offering to deliver a message, and now you're offering to get rid of somebody who's
If
already
I
left
catch a
town.
person, I
Tax
tend to
collecting.
get paid.
Tax collecting is a complicated profession.
I'm guessing that you're one of them bounty hunters.
That's
A
what they call me.
man of action.
That's what they call me, yes.
It's not what
I
you told
don't
me.
have enough money to pay for a bounty on that individual.
We would gladly accept your finest ale
I don't.
and the rooms.
I don't think
as
he'll be back.
compensation.
I'd just like to say, this isn't a we, this is a he.
I don't think he'll be back. He's only ever been here once, and that was when he came through. He didn't really
Well, you
seem.
didn't expect him to come in the first time. Of course, you're not going to expect him to come the second time.
All right, gentlemen.
Nobody respects the Spanish Inquisition.
Well, I didn't expect you the
Don't
first time
use
either.
despair.
Are you coming back?
Yes,
Hopefully.
we are
With
coming
that,
back
with that attitude, of course I am.
And so I will back him up, and I will let you know that if we can guarantee that that man never comes back, what is the reward?
I don't have a reward to give you. I don't have any.
If we deliver messages to the farmers, will you give us some more free ale?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Where would we find them?
South, a few hours south.
A few hours. How that far out of town?
Why you didn't have on the town just so that you.
Well, I mean, there's not really a road to where they are. It's just jungle or, rainforest undergrowth. So it's not the easiest trip to make.
Maybe not then. I don't want to get lost in the forest, not quite knowing where exactly they are. Track me through the forest. I thought it was more delivering a message somewhere in town for you.
Oh, well, if that was the case, I could have already gotten some pin apples. I gotta put that in my notes or I'm gonna forget the
Pin apples. Green apples. Yeah.
Are you therefore?
I appreciate your gusto, friend Orc, but I don't really have a vested interest in that person not coming back.
If you don't seem as a concern, I'm not here for hunting fruit.
And I go and sit back down.
I gotta tell you,
He's here to
that's a
collect
really,
some
really
taxes.
bad thing to latch your character's life onto.
I'm not planning on staying that way, but
He's a tax collector.
No, I mean the specific thing that you just offered to do.
Well,
Because he's a tax
it's not a bad idea in general.
It's
He just
not.
picked the wrong mark
Yeah.
out of all of the other people. I think bounty hunting is a great.
No,
great
the
backstory.
backstory is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go start cooking dinner. Let me know if you need anything. Otherwise, pitch your avails under the counter. Just leave a silver for every glass you take.
All right, we will, ma'am. Thank you very much.
She goes meanders into the back, and you see her walking with a cane, and she's so slow.
Yeah.
So you understand why she's going back to make food 2 hours before it needs to be made.
I gotcha.
Well, guys,
So you guys are now in the common room alone.
All I can say is an ale a day keeps the doctor away. I mean the cleric away.
I mean, doctors are
Doctors are real.
Yeah.
Doctors do
But who
exist.
goes to the doctor when you got magic boys?
people who can't afford to
Can't
pay for
afford
the
real
services.
magic.
Yeah.
Blue,
most small towns.
you were on the road for a reason. Were you traveling north or south?
This road only goes west and east.
Well,
That was a trick question.
technically, it's heading diagonally.
Technically,
Yeah. Oh my god.
Technically, the
northwest.
ultimate direction of the road is either east or west.
hey,
So you were on this road for a reason. Were you heading in one direction or the other direction?
I was heading in one direction.
like 5 British teenagers in a boy band.
Thank you for saving me. I appreciate it.
There goes our demonetization.
Oh, that's copyright strike 5.
I got another one. That's 3 tonight.
Copyright
No, it
stream.
Because I only had 3 in my pocket. You
a
only
little
have
better.
You're right.
Trying not to go too much on that.
We'll talk about where you've been and where you're from.
Okay.
Yeah, tax collector.
So, Blue, I can understand that your wolf was hurt by the opening of the ground. I mean, hell, these guys' horses. One of them died in the opening of the ground.
Yes, what is this? Why is the opening of the ground happening?
We believe it to be, well, shit, we're not sure, but we do know that a very, very, very powerful wizard is going to the center. That same wizard hired us to go to the center. We failed to go to the center, but that same wizard is going to go to the center, and we're going to catch up with that wizard. It is a magical storm. It is a tear in the weave. We're not sure why it is. We're not sure how it is. We're not sure what it is, but we do know that if we don't do something about it, life as we know it will change fundamentally. And so, Oglen, Dimble is the leader of our guild. Oglen is second in command of our guild. We were given a task to follow the elf, 20,000-year-old elf, and he left a day before we could leave, and we've been chasing him ever since. When we did catch up with him, a member of our guild took a knife, stabbed that
It's important noting there was by the prompting and torture of a demon that he caused them to stand for.
You are absolutely correct, Dimble. In so far as a tiefling, a half-demon, prompted a member of our guild, lied, untruthed a member of our guild to stab this 20,000-year-old elf in the chest with a sacrificial knife. When a member of our guild did stab that member, that elf, 20,000
Against their wishes.
Against our wishes. We tried to stop, but again, this tiefling blocked the door.
Somebody punched the wall.
Kyle, that shit.
We should have Kyled that wall. So, long story short, I don't mean to bore you, because I know, believe me, trust me, I know how quickly half-orcs can get bored.
And how boring Truegar talks.
Do you say that out loud?
Yep.
He does, and I wink back at
I don't know.
I know we are
like the
boring
story so
people.
far.
Us humans who live a fraction of your lives. We tried to help this 20,000-year-old elf, but all we did was fail in helping him, and all that did was invite his wrath. And so now this 20,000-year-old elf is after us, even though that same elf gave us the mission to go to the desert. And
I don't know if he's so much after us. It's really, really pissed us.
Yeah, true. Dimble, you are absolutely correct. That
I think what's going on in the deserts is much more important to him right now than we are. If he was to see us along the way again, I'm not quite sure it would be very good, even though we have the same objective.
we have the same objective. He did hire us, and then we failed, and then hired us again. Perhaps. Who knows? But what we do know is that we're both on our way to the desert. Whether or not we incur this 20,000-year-old elf's wrath again or not,
20,000-year-old elf. Did he mention he's 20,000 years old?
This dude's old.
I'd just like to say this whole thing has got me like thinking about this old halfling tale that I remember. It's not the fish skippers, don't worry, but you know, like the 9 hells coming on Earth with all this demon talk and ground breaking open.
It's
and
not that you're saying, it's how you're saying this 20,000-year-old elf.
yeah.
Every time.
I love it. I love it.
Crazy
What were we
halfling
saying?
tale. Crazy halfling tale. The 9 hells
Either way.
coming on Earth.
we are here on a mission to get to the center of the desert. Would you like to join us to the center of the desert?
Brew looking at the table, trying to comprehend everything that was just said.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty fucking difficult because I'm...
Old elf, 20,000. Old elf.
So in this world, elves are immortal.
Yeah.
Unless they choose to pass into the next.
Or if they get scorching raid.
Half elves as well.
So fair to say 20,000 is the oldest thing he's heard of.
Wait, isn't that what
Yeah.
happened to
Definitely.
Braun?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Scorching raid.
Is trying to destroy the world.
No, he's not quite trying. I think he's honestly trying to stop it from being destroyed. But because of a mishap, he's pretty pissed right now. Just kind of on a rampage.
And the halfling tail.
Pissed off old elf hired you to go to the center.
Of the desert, yeah.
And now, since you pissed him off,
He's kind of
you're
trying
gonna go to the center of the desert.
And still complete the mission, and hopefully piss him off less.
Right.
The only problem is we have to get by him and, not get annihilated.
So basically, we have to complete the mission
Shit, we
without
weren't
him
supposed to talk about the
knowing
elf god. Shit.
that, well, ain't nobody here, right? And Oglen looks around.
We're also
Empty tavern.
Still just you guys,
Yeah.
yeah. And you guys are taking up like a quarter of the tavern's entire space.
Yeah. So we have to complete this mission without running into the original quest giver, I guess. It's really quite an interesting predicament.
It is, because, I mean, it is one of them, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean,
Yeah,
we
that's
were
right.
given a task, we were given a mission, Dimble, and I agree with Dimble that we should complete this mission because it will save Lyeska. Lyeska may have gone through trials and tribulations before, but this seems to be increasingly different.
We're not quite sure what it's causing, but we're pretty sure it's got evil intentions, whatever it is.
It does.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's not good. And so, we are on
That's
a mission.
relative.
Blue, I hate to say this, and I, wrap it on Blue. I hate
Are
to
you
say
calling
this.
them blue or
I think it's
brew?
brew.
It's brew.
I think it's brew.
With an R.
With an R.
I was thinking-
BREW, like the alcohol.
He hasn't
Brew,
corrected him yet.
Brew, I hate to say this, but we're on a mission to save the world.
Well,
And there's no cheerleader to say.
No. I mean,
That was a nice Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Dale versus Evil, that was a very good reference.
Oh yes, I got another one.
I'm just kind of
I'm on
hoping.
fire.
I'm just kind of hoping when we get there,
Hey,
there's-
wasn't it Justin who actually made the reference?
You're right.
That was actually more of a hero's reference than Tucker and Dale.
I'm just.
Take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm just thinking. I hope when we get there, there's just like kind of like a kind of rune on the wall that we just kind of touch and then it stops, or something like that, or maybe.
I hope for your
In
sake.
all the many books you've read and all the stories of heroes of old, was it ever that simple?
usually requires some sacrifice.
Roll a history check.
There might have been one time.
Street corner 20.
That's way better than a dirty 20.
So much better.
Thank you, Jeremy, for using.
The street corner 20.
That is so good.
You're pretty sure that you remember reading a story about Herondal, who literally saved the world by putting his sword back in his sheath,
Yeah.
back in his scabbard.
You ever hear about Herondal? You know, the guy who literally just took his sword, put it in its sheath, and the world was saved.
No, can't say I've heard of that story.
Next time you go to a library, look him up.
Yeah, I gotta be honest.
Interesting guy.
That sounds like fake news.
It might sound like Evandal, but it's not. I promise. Just next time we go to a library, I'll
Sounds
show
like
you.
a kind of fish,
I'll
honestly.
show you.
Heron, you know.
That's a bird. A herring. That's a bird.
Yeah.
Heron is actually a fish, though.
It is a fish.
A heron
Wasn't it
is a
Sourdough?
bird.
Herondal.
Okay, so Heron.
You're right. Heron is a bird. You're
Bird.
Hey, wait, hair on doll. You didn't just make that up.
I know it sounds like Evandal, but not related, at least to my knowledge.
Okay, no.
Unless, they got like a family history of, like
No,
saving
no,
the world or something.
I get you. It is a portent on which we need to take the utmost seriousness of.
Well, my not quite as hopeful as being able to push a button, but my hope is that when we get there, that Evandel is going to realize by then that he needs our help to accomplish his goals. And since that goal is more important to him right now than his anger at us, that he'll let us make amends by helping him complete his task.
While this conversation's going on, Oglen takes a gold piece out, hops off from his stool, walks around the bar, and is gonna put the...
Did it do it again?
It stopped. Sorry, guys.
Hey, that's
It
alright.
stopped 3 minutes ago.
We'll figure out why at some point.
It's probably got like a time limit.
Yeah, maybe like an automatic sleep mode
It's like
or something.
the SD card doesn't like it when video clips are over 30 minutes long. It's fucking weird. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. But it's recording now, and we have 30 minutes of unedited time.
Nice.
Nifty. After hearing everybody's different things to say about the task at hand, Brudall then just kind of leans into Truegar and says, I don't think your plan will work, but I owe you everything for what you did for Ember back there. So I will follow you and your friends wherever you're planning to go.
Dimble, do you hear this?
I'm there, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you, and I appreciate your allegiance, but Dimble is the leader of this guild. But also, somebody tried to cast magic and it didn't work. Anyway. Thank you for your allegiance, because honestly, when it comes to fighting Evandel, I don't wish to fight Evandel. I really don't wish to fight
The
Evandel.
goal is not to defeat the wizard.
It's not to defeat the wizard. I don't wish to, but he has told us in our minds. I have never, ever had a person tell me in my brain that he wishes to kill me.
You'd have to have
He
one.
never said that. He said that the next time that he sees us, don't assume we're allies. That's as far as he said.
Yeah, that's
I'm a
right.
soldier by nature. And when someone says you're not my ally, I assume they wish to kill me.
That's a fair assumption.
That might be what you assume, but those weren't his words.
Okay?
Can be
You are the leader of the guild. I will defer to your judgment. When a very incredibly powerful wizard tells me that we are not allies, what should I assume?
That we shouldn't automatically count on his help and assume that he's going to be friendly the next time we see him.
Okay? And given that this very powerful wizard killed 2 members of our guild,
One who deserved it, and one who stopped the deserving.
okay, yeah, true. That one member did kind of deserve it. But the other member didn't really deserve it. If I meet Evandel again, should I treat him as an enemy or a friend?
I think we should play the situation as neutral and
Treat him as a stranger.
not a stranger, but
From
somebody
Ash's perspective or normal people's
who
perspective?
the encounter could go either way and not go in with any preconceived notions of which way it's going to go.
Well, I've never met him, so I'll just leave that to you guys.
you had, you probably did.
Add a character. You've never met Evandel before.
He talked in my head, but I still don't know him.
Yeah. So, Nimble, I agree with you. We should treat him as a powerful entity which we can hope to use as an ally in the future, but we cannot rely on that.
Absolutely. But I don't think we should go into the encounter assuming he's going to try to kill us. But we shouldn't go into the encounter assuming he's going to save us either.
Okay.
I think what we need to do is go in and just be ready to collect some bounties and collect them taxes. Just in case we need to. But also go in without that mindset. Be like, if we need to, we will, but otherwise, we're not gonna.
Does Matteo have dementia and people don't know it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
So, tomorrow morning, Dimble, when we leave, we are going to try and catch up with Evandel.
I have no intentions of catching up to Emendal before he reaches the desert.
But we're still trying for the desert.
We're still going for the desert. Yes.
I think, realistically speaking, the best place possibly we could meet him is at the place, like the epicenter of whatever this disaster is.
I agree.
And then be like, hey, you look like you could use some help, even though these guys killed your friends.
Even though you said you'd kill me next time you meet me.
Yeah.
Let's try to stop this.
And then you can kill them. Not me.
Long story short,
For him.
let's continue on to the desert, but we've met at the tavern.
As far as you following us, I'd be happy for you to come along. We're always up for adding new members. But I can't consider you a full member if that's what you want to become until we see you in battle and see your prowess.
Fully understand. I consider you all great people to know. I do protect friends and persons of interest, and you are all very interesting.
Am I the least interesting?
He's just being courteous.
I'm gonna.
Can I be the most boringest?
Most boring.
You healed my wolf, so you're definitely something different than the rest of them.
He's the Patrick to your SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
gonna grab one of
If
Oglen's
I have
ales.
to let any of you die, it may be the halfling. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Are you trying to whisper this to him?
Yes.
Roll perception.
Everybody can roll perception if they would like to hear it, because it is literally just the 8 of you in this tavern.
That shit.
12 rolls on, I'm guessing.
12.
No, you said
14.
you can roll deception or performance if you're trying to whisper. Or you don't have to roll, it's up to you.
Oh, roll. That's fine.
Okay, if you don't roll, then I set the DC myself for them to beat, which is pretty low since it's just you guys in the tavern and there's not much noise.
Deception.
Okay.
1.
It's the first time of the night, whole night, I think he's rolled pretty good.
So that would be a 13.
Anybody who got 13 or better heard that.
Okay.
So Oglen finishes pouring the 10 ales. He was going to give 2 to Matteo, but then Matteo grabbed one. So he hands 2 to Truegar, 1 to everybody else, and then has 3 for himself at this point. and he's going to walk around and make his way to Bruno.
Did you leave the money somewhere for these?
Yeah, the gold piece under the. I'm assuming she was behind the bar that she wanted us to leave the money, so that.
I mean, there's like a box of
Okay.
a couple of the 7 gold that he put in there is like chilling it up.
Okay, so yeah, the extra gold piece for the 10 in there.
And honestly, out of character, I was at a bar in San Francisco, West San Francisco, and the bartender said, "Hey, I'm gonna go take a piss. Any beer you want, go ahead and grab it." He left, and I went behind the bar and I poured like 20 beers full of fucking
Nice.
And he came back and said, "Oh, all of you have full beers." Well, isn't that just a mystery?
Isn't that just a mystery?
So, like,
That's amazing.
and the only reason he looked at me because I was the tallest guy among everyone in the bar. I'm sorry.
That's great. That's great.
Guy from
So-
San Francisco, if you're watching this, we're sorry.
So, are you guys done your
Yes.
tavern?
I've got a couple more things I want to do, but you go ahead.
Go ahead.
So what did everyone ask for in the library? Just one thing. I don't need to know all of them. I'm not that interested.
Well, I learned about some outposts that I learned about in my childhood.
Some outposts?
Yeah,
Is that
there's
a
like-
halfling thing?
No, they're,
Just making sure.
yeah, they're pretty normal things. I guess you could technically consider this an outpost, but you know, it's a bunch of pirates running around with airships, you know, taking goods around, and yeah, tracked them back to there, learned a little bit about them.
Why did you do that? Were you
Are airships
just
a thing? Okay.
were you just
They're rare,
curious?
but they're-
Something happened in the past? Were you part of one?
So near my halfling village, there was this little like crash site, basically, of an airship. No clue how it happened. It was there long before I was alive. But me and the boys stumbled upon it, and there was some just various things. And I tracked it back to a city near Upren, and that's about as far as I got. Didn't know much about it, but then I took my time in the library to figure out where it was. And eventually, I want to go visit that outpost and make that my one adventure. That's like, yeah, that was a good time.
Well, that's surprisingly deep coming from you.
Yeah.
No, it's not surprisingly. It's expectantly deep because honestly, you joined us to get more information on what you were looking for, and honestly, I'm glad you found it. Congratulations.
So what'd you guys find out?
Let's go around the table. Maybe give this more to Truegar.
As you know, I am looking for my husband,
Yeah.
and I've told Oglen and I've told Dimble that I am here using the Woodwalker's resources to try and find my husband. The librarian told me that The Banded Arm has my husband.
Where does that fucking name ring a bell?
The Banded Arm is a criminal organization that has my husband. And
Light bulb.
the only reason,
Candle.
as far as I know, that they have my husband is because I am carrying. And are we like around a campfire right now?
We're around the table.
Well, the
tavern.
Oh, the tavern.
A nice candle lit.
I didn't know if there was like a fireplace in the tavern or not. I didn't know if there was
There's
like
a hearth. That's one of the walls.
Yeah. So, I need to look around, make sure that no one else besides my guild is looking. The Banded Arm is a criminal organization that exists on the Western continent, and they have my husband. They are not.
I thought we were right on the Western continent.
We are. They are not an enemy of the Alkarian Empire. They exist for power, money, wealth, and influence. The Banded Arm has my husband, and the reason the Banded Arm kidnapped my husband was, and I go into like this inside pocket and I show a crest. It is the crest of Slate Point, but it also has a spear that's facing downwards directly into the snake that is below the sun.
Okay.
So the crest of Slate Point is a sun with a snake below it, with a spear a spear that's facing downwards between the two of them. And so that was the Banded Arm has my husband because of this band, this crest. They wish to control Slate Point.
That's not what he's talking about right now.
It is the
He's
northernmost.
talking about the seal for the kingdom that he's.
I know, but I'm just saying, in general.
No.
Okay.
Whoever holds this, and I'm showing it to all of you, it's a sun and a snake and a spear between the two. And I put it back in. Whoever holds this is the regent of Slate Point until a new regent can be found. Say, for example, King dies, his replacement is 10 years old, he's obviously not going to run Slate Point. I will run Slate Point until his son or daughter is able to take control of Slate Point. The Banded Arm kidnapped my husband in hopes of finding this seal. They did not succeed. They succeeded in capturing my husband, but they did not succeed in capturing this seal.
Truegar, what did you ask from the library?
So we're on the continent over there.
Banded Arm is on both continents. It is on both continents. It is not an enemy of Alkar, because I know that you are not. I know that you are a Sunwalker. The Banded Arm is not an enemy of Sunwalker. I do know that one of their outposts is northwest of Slate Point, on the other continent east of us. And the reason that I joined the World Walkers is to gain more information of the Banded Arm. And so I will continue to work with and for you, specifically, Dimble, because you have been proven to be an excellent leader and an excellent source of information for the Banded Arm. Because every single time a big event happens in my life, that piece of information brings me that much closer to my husband. And I will use that information to get me to my husband.
So you asked for a book about the Banded Arm.
Yes, I did. And the library provided me with that book. And that book provided me with, are they enemies of the Alkarian Empire? No, they're not, but they are a criminal organization.
Did it give you any names?
They did not give me names, but they gave me positions and placements. And they also gave me vague, loose ways to track the Banded Arm. But again, I ask all of you, the new guy and the oldest guy. The Banded Arm is a criminal organization. The thing in the sky supersedes that. It's a tornado that we can see, and every time a magic member of our group uses magic, they don't use that magic well. Your wolf, Eleanor? Emery. I should have known that because I gave her a healing potion. I'm sorry about that. Knows that full well. When a magic user uses magic within this maelstrom, within 2,000 kilometers, magic doesn't work.
Yeah.
Potions do. I don't know why potions work over magic. I don't know why they do, but I do know that potions work. And so I am here, yes, to find my husband, yes, to gather information on my husband, but I'm also here to advance the...
I get it, Truegar. You've talked a lot. I just wanted to know your question.
What about you, Matteo?
I have.
No,
I'm a talker. I'm sorry, I'm a talker.
I thought Sano already went.
Matteo already went.
We're in the tavern. We got time.
Did we
We got
skip
time.
We do have time. We have lots of time, and I wish to explain to you, Dimble, you are the leader of this guild. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I talk a lot. I'm sorry. When I'm... Oh, go. I'm sorry when I talk. Dimble, I will support you in your mission to advance the Worldwalker's fame, knowledge, and standing. But I'm also here to, and as I told you,
We all got our own personal reasons for being here, I understand.
Yeah, and here's to listening to things worth hearing. And Oglen proposes a toast.
oh, trade.
Cheers. Oh, okay, deal. And,
Great.
Yeah, trying to do a little
Dimble,
camaraderie.
you know
mixed
my,
here.
and I'm sorry, Dimble, I told Oglen of my mission before I told you, and I wish to apologize. I told Oglen of my mission to save my husband, first and foremost, before to help the Worldwalkers. I should have told you first because you are the one in charge. But I told Oglen first, and I don't know why I told Oglen first. Because you're both of similar stature. Here's
So,
Oglen,
Sano,
here's
what did
Dimble.
you ask for in the librairy?
Have I heard?
Will, this isn't a personal thing, it's just an
Have I heard of the
Ashranen.
Banded Arm?
No.
Okay.
I asked to learn a little bit about what's happening to my body type deal. Most of,
It's called puberty.
puberty. I mean, I learned that I'm technically bonded to the dragon, and
The dragon, yes.
yes, and there's extensive changes that happen slowly over time, and if I wanted to use the abilities that eventually may appear, if they so do, before I gotta meditate and to properly be able to use them. So, and practice.
When I went to wake you up, you were drag hewing. Is that?
I mean, sort of, kind of, not really. I mean, I'm practicing burp. So I had a really good burp and fire came out at one point. Haven't been able to do it since, but you know.
That's better than my fart I had. I farted and no fire came out, so that's better than what I had.
Legend has it only killed 3 people.
But yeah, so basically I gotta learn, figure out what to do about these scales before they cover my whole body, and I turn into a wormling and die. Well, not really die, just kind of forget who I am.
Or die.
That'd be so cool if you turned into a dragon.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like we'll lose him if that happens.
I had a question.
But then we have a
Did
dragon.
we
Yeah, let's
know
do this
that
out.
him dying was a thing of him turning into a wormling?
I think he told us that once before.
Yeah,
I think, unless...
The question was, what did he find out when he did his research in the library? And that's what he's...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and so I think we believe we talked to that with the Dale Shen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was just kind of because I was just standing there in front of him, like, hey, what's this?
What does this mean?
What is this?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that. And then I asked a little bit. I elaborated a little bit more on that, and Most of the people who are documented as being bonded to a dragon learn the extent of their changes slowly over time. Intense meditation seems to be a common theme in the accounts. And I also...
Are you reading that verbatim?
See.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. So
That is why I try to be very generic.
Banded
And then I ended up being boring. So go ahead.
yeah, that's what basically I learned.
Now, that's actually very interesting for me. I mean, he touched you, and then you had a golden scale, and then you fell down, and when you stood back up, you had more golden scales.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will you turn into a dragon when you're done?
That's what it sounds like.
A wormling, so like baby dragon essentially.
If you were a dragon, that'd be so convenient. We wouldn't need mounts anymore. It'd be great.
Well, Ash, I don't have any trust in you that you won't try and put that arrow in the back of my head.
If I knew it was you, then I wouldn't do it.
Well, you knew it was your boss.
And Oglen, trying to break the awkwardness, raises a glass and says, here's to listening to things worth hearing.
Yes. But again, you
Yeah, cheers.
may or may not be a dragonling, but when you turn into what you're going to turn into, will you still be who you are?
The results of which shall yet be seen.
Okay. I lean really close and I say, hey, if you turn into what you're going to turn into, when I scream the word butterscotch, remember who I am.
Butterscotch.
Remember who I am.
It's a safe word.
If you turn into a boar,
So,
a dragon,
Oglen, would
or
you
a cow,
ask the
whoever
library?
you are, I scream
it
the word
Matteo's turn?
butterscotch.
Didn't he say something
Yeah,
about
I just told.
Yeah,
Did
the first one
you
again.
miss that whole part
I
about
did.
the outpost?
I did.
Oh my god!
I did.
I'm not gonna repeat
So
it.
All right,
whoever
hey,
you become,
you and I will
whether
talk
it's
later.
still be a
Yeah.
human.
All
Like,
right.
you and I are both human. Whoever you become.
And so at this point,
scream the word
Oglen's got those
butterscotch,
10 beers,
and I will
right?
drop 'em
And
into
he's
it.
been passing them out. He's giving one to everybody. He's giving 2 to Truegar, 2 to Matteo, and 2 to Brew. Everybody else got 1.
And it's such swill that it really has little effect.
People aren't getting that.
Devil's
hammered.
trying to
Well,
like,
we gotta talk.
sorry about what I
Okay.
did to you.
All
Wolf.
right now.
It was totally by accident. Slides it over.
Yeah. So you've had like 4 or 5 at this point. And Oglen responds to Ashranen's question, and he says, "Yeah, since I left Mornhall, a lot has changed, and I realize now there are some evils in the world that deserve more attention than even I can give them. And so I thought the time spent in the library should be on how do I best defeat these evils that plague us, and you know I've been working on this." And he pulls out the flail for a little bit and says, I just want to be able to return peace to the world.
Is the flow glowing still?
I don't think at this point, haven't channeled any divine energy into it, so it's just a mundane weapon at this point.
Okay, it's inert. Cool.
Yeah, but Oglen does say, and you know, I think I just thought a name for this thing. What do you all think about Peacemaker? And he's holding his flail in front of him, right? It's a two-handed thing.
would be proud. I think Peacemaker is a really good, honestly, a damn decent name because
Alcar groans in your mind.
Yeah. And Oglen's like, oh, you didn't like that.
bisexual, he'd probably listen to George Clooney.
So you looked up more about your flail in the library?
Yeah, you know, because this was a relatively recent change. It seemed like after the Trial of the Sun and a little bit during it, I was just drawn to these, but I'd never used them before in my life. I was more of a Warhammer guy before that. So I feel like I needed to do a little catching up after the prowess I saw with your bow and Dimble's rapiers and short swords. I felt like kind of a weak link, and I thought, hey, if I'm gonna have tools to defeat the evil in the world, it's gonna be something like the Peacemaker here. And
Peacemaker a little generic.
well,
Peacebringer.
you know, probably. I don't have good names.
Well,
Good, yeah. Oglen's obtuse object.
Can I suggest one for
Oh,
you?
please.
Alcar taken the sun as one of his main emblems that he uses,
Yeah.
and as
Actually, he was doing it technically.
a tribute to
I have an inspiration for remembering that.
Yeah, seriously. I was about to say it.
trying to remember. Were you in the party when Ganon was here, or was that before?
Yeah, I was here.
In tribute to one of our fallen party members, who's one of the first ones to make a true sacrifice. How about Sunhawk?
And Oglen looks at it, smiles. I can think of no better name. And he downs the rest of his drink.
I don't want to step on the party here, but I was thinking Sun on the Stick sounded pretty cool.
All right, well, we can call that for fun, but I think Sun.
I'm really surprised you didn't come up with some name working with off the chain or on the chain.
No, I
Sun on the chain.
I preserved you because I thought I'd put you through enough tonight already. But Sunhawk it is.
Yeah, Sunhawk's actually pretty damn decent. I like that.
Yeah. And
Hey, Ash, if you ever get one, I'm calling it Sun on the Stick.
And hey, here's to listening things worth
Wouldn't that be
hearing.
a sun on a string? You know, kind of
Cheers.
like a bow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, if you ever get a mace, Sun on a Stick. TF2 don't copyright straight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Damn, I wish I could.
And
put that
how
next
about you, Ashranen? What did you study in the monastery there?
I did something I've been curious about for a while. It's pretty practical. I just want to know how to make healing potions.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk to Shabra about how
What?
making healing potions.
I doubt she'd tell me a recipe and then she'd go out of business, you know.
She like a magician, doesn't share her secrets.
So did you learn how to make them?
Yeah, I got a whole slip and everything. That's what I was copying down during one of my watches. I've always been curious about what to look for, what to pick up on the road. I like herbalism. It's
That would definitely come in pretty handy.
pretty neat.
Is that what you learned
I'm
more
sure-
how to do during our extended time between giving information to the scribes?
No.
No?
Making potions? No. I'll leave that to someone else, but gathering the ingredients, that's what I like doing.
I'm sure Dirt could tell you a little bit about herbalism.
Why? Because his name's Dirt and he's a hippie?
Yeah, he's been smoking a lot of them herbs, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is cannabis a thing in Lyeska? Like silver leaf, right? Is the D&D equivalent to marijuana?
I think it is Silverleaf.
Silver leaf, yeah.
I also asked about
It is
some
now.
Leave it to Richard to know that.
other things, but not everything was answered. Did you guys experience having questions not answered?
All my questions were answered.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, I got everything I was looking for.
I didn't want to be too specific because I didn't want to have no for an answer. But I already got some. So Dimble, what was the main thing you asked for in the library?
Dimble said thinks long and hard of like how much personal stuff he wants to share.
Yep.
And you see kind of stay contemplating, looking, and he just goes, I asked about this bondage to Alcar and if there was a way to get out of it. To be honest, I felt like a slave most of my life, and I had a small taste of freedom, and then it felt like it was taken away from me, even if it was a gift of slavery in place of death. I was trying to find a way to cheat the system. I've come to find out the only way to cheat the system is to give back the gift he gave to me, and since the gift he gave to me was my life back, I'm not quite ready to give that away.
I see that, and I lean forward and I say, Dimble, I know that you had invited us to insult you when we were in the monastery.
Oh no.
And we're here to do it again. Just kidding.
Round 2. Fight.
I vaguely remember that.
And you invited all of us to say an insult. And my insult was, life is full of disappointments, just ask your parents. And then you burned your drink and then went to bed. And I did not know what I knew now. And I wish that
What
I
is
had
it that you know
known.
now?
I know now that your parents were killed when you were a child.
Do you?
Because the person that I said the insult to, but you overheard what I said.
Do you actually know? None of you know that.
Yeah, has Dimble shared this with any of us?
No.
Didn't you share it with?
No.
I don't think Dimble has.
I thought you shared it with. No.
Just make the assumption. Just made the assumption.
He must be sensitive about it for some reason.
Because the reason you took the slam of the moon wine.
You can assume.
Yeah.
Based on experience.
Clearly, it's a sensitive subject.
All I can say is I think I'm missing something because I don't remember any of this.
Because the thing is, I said it to him.
Even when Dirk came out in the hall to talk to me, I didn't give him specific answers. I just said it hits very close to home to what I was studying about.
Yeah.
Because the thing is with Dirk, because Sam's not here, and he's the only person who's close to Dirk, was I said the thing to him and Dirk, and then you slammed the thing quickly, and I went, oh, sure.
It's safe to assume that it's a sensitive subject.
I said the thing that I wasn't supposed to. So, because Sam's not here.
So go ahead and make your statement again.
Dimble, I know that when I said what I said, it was not cool. It was not nice. It was not neat. It was an insult to someone who did not have parents, and I am very sorry for that. And
So you're assuming I don't have parents? I do have parents, thank you.
Oglen tried to go to you. When I said the words that I said, Oglen immediately stood up and tried to walk away out of the cafeteria, and I grabbed Oglen's arm and I said, Oglen, I said a thing that I should not have said. And I'm sorry for saying that to Oglen, but I wish to say that to you, Dimble, but I couldn't because you were drunk on moon wine. And what I
wasn't drunk on moon wine.
You
Moon wine has as much effect on me as it does on Oglen.
Which is not.
Unfortunately.
Which is why I don't care to drink this horrible ale.
But out of character, I don't know that you don't get drunk.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now.
We're all learning this. Yeah.
And at the time, when I said what I said it in so far as I want to say the sharpest, most biting thing that I can. And that obviously was not the thing I should have said. And so when I grabbed Oglen's arm, when he was chasing you, to stop Oglen, Dimble is not the right mind, I'm not in the right mind. I should not apologize to Oglen, and I should not apologize to Dimble. But now that we are both, the three of us, are in the right mind, when I said, life is full of disappointments, just ask your parents, I should not have said that. Dimble, I'm sorry for saying that. I should not have said that.
You're about as good as apologies as you are at insults.
Well,
hopefully they'll be better than Ash's shooting horses.
There's always that.
All I can say is that must have been a pretty shit apology. That wasn't a very good burn.
He did really good at shooting his horse, to be fair.
Here's to listening to things worth hearing, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I just think we should leave a sore spot untouched.
Yes.
Here's to Dimble's graciousness.
No, saying that.
Nice save.
What I'm trying to say is sometimes it's best not to apologize.
And they do want to know the truth.
Yes.
They're actually ready to listen.
Okay. My truth is...
You say yes, you're ready to listen, but then you continue to talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me of my truth. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's all listen to Dimble now.
Yes, you're absolutely
You
right.
want to know the truth?
Yes.
My
Please.
questions, which I hadn't quite got the answers to yet.
Yeah, totally answer that.
But when I was young, I was taken by pirates. That's the reason I ended up on that ship. And my whole life I grew up thinking that my parents died when I was taken. So I never knew my parents that well from a very young age. So when you said maybe you should ask your parents, I really wished I could have asked my parents questions growing up. I never had that opportunity to have that loving hand above me. I always had somebody with a whip or a sword ready to strike me in the back of the head if I messed up. And just comes recently that I found out that they actually do live.
And I never
Maybe
had...
I will find them one day. But yes, that insult did hit a little bit of a sore spot, especially since at the moment it was shortly after I was trying to study and find out about them.
Yeah.
That was very much on my mind and very much an open wound. And thank you for rubbing it
opening
in.
it.
But I accept your apology. Let's move on.
Yes.
That's the best thing we can do is leave it.
And I hope that you found something. I hope you found information.
Let's just leave it.
And what about our new addition, Brew?
Pretty sure he didn't get a chance to study at the library.
That's right. But maybe we can alter the rules of this game so as to not exclude our new member.
Tell us one interesting fact about yourself.
Yeah.
Well, what would you look up in a library that had infinite knowledge?
What's the one thing you wish you knew that you don't?
Brudall finishing the last of his ales that he got from different people. If I was in a library where I could ask things, I think I would want to know my mom. Just to know.
Yeah. You didn't know your mother?
I never knew my mom.
I can honestly say I don't know how that feels.
I cannot apologize enough, Dimble, for what I said, but I wish that you and I could become stronger because
One
of
guy
it.
here that knows moms really well.
I was about to make a joke about that. I was like, well, I'm glad I knew her, but...
Hey.
And so, Dimble, yes, I wish that I was accepting of your challenge, but I fucked up hard, and I promise not to fuck up again. And if I do fuck up again, I promise to do.
Well, there's one good thing you are good at.
Yeah.
And that's not fucking up as hard as I fucked up in the past.
Hey.
Well, I was just sticking with the fucking up part.
It's a pretty big fuck up.
Hey, that's
It is
all
a
right.
pretty big fuck up.
Okay,
So-
is it bad of me, or am I the only one thinking of mom jokes now?
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say something, but I'm just gonna leave it be. Just gonna leave it
I thought
be.
it might have just been a swill.
So as you guys are talking, Laura comes back in and she's carrying like a tray of a couple of bowls, and she asks, "Are you lot ready to eat?"
Maybe we'll shut some of these guys up for a while. Yeah, let's bring up the food.
And as she's putting it down, and she stops next to Ash, and she says, "You know, mothers are sacred things, you beast."
Give me my food.
Damn, that was rude.
She does not put a bowl of food in front of Ash.
Hey, yeah, fuck you, Ash.
I wrap my
I
round.
smacked the tray out of her hands.
Whoa! What the fuck? Whoa! Inter-party conflict is about to occur
Can I roll
Roll attack.
against the tray. Oh, that's
I don't even know what I
good.
add to that.
But that's
If Dimble-
super good.
It's just
Is
Super
Dimble
good. Your dexterity.
close enough to
Strength.
where he could see that he's going for this and try to stop it?
I was gonna.
I was gonna wrap my arm around Oglen
I
and
went
be
so
like,
fast.
"Hey, Oglen,
Even I didn't expect to do
I
that.
apologized, and I think it went okay."
No.
What'd you roll?
That was good.
21.
That was good. That was good.
So you watch as two people have gotten their bowls of food, and you
Who?
watch as Ash
Yeah, who got their food?
roll percentile.
Fuck you.
I thought everyone.
Everyone but Ash roll.
I thought
percentile.
everyone got their food but me is why I did that.
56.
74.
62.
82.
All right. So the highest is these two.
Percentile is a D10, and then there's a D10 with double numbers on it.
Yeah, they look like
That's the
these
percentile,
guys.
so you need the other regular D10. Okay.
There you go.
So this is your first number, and this is
So,
your second number, so it'd be like 82.
okay, so 43.
Okay. I heard
Before
a
these two are the
74 and
highest.
an 82.
48.
54.
Okay, no. So Dimble and Matteo got their food. And you watch as Ash hits this tray and the bowls of food go everywhere. And she looks not even like she's scared, but pissed.
Yeah.
And she looks at you all and she says, "That's it, out. All of you, out now."
Yeah, you and who? Who's gonna stop me from staying here?
You fucking idiot, just get out. Let's just leave.
How about he just sleeps in the stable and the rest of us can stay?
I think we should.
Yeah,
clean it
you know,
up.
I agree with that.
How about he just sleeps in the stable and the rest of us stay?
Can I? Brew leans down
Sleep
to
in
the
the
ground,
fucking
starts picking the
horseshit.
stuff up.
DC 21 charisma saving throw.
Oh, she's a goddamn spellcaster.
I called earlier.
You did call it. She's a.
So I get his bonus, right?
Can I choose to not give it
You
to
can.
him?
I was gonna say I
I'm
just
gonna
stand up
19
and
then.
leave.
If I don't get his bonus.
So you watch as Ash just stops moving.
Yeah, you're doing that, right?
Why would you think that people who run
This
taverns
always
didn't
happens.
adventure in their lives?
can't believe this always happens to me. You
Clean
kinda-
up the food.
She called me a beast.
Oglen.
Because of your mom
Okay,
joke.
I'm not
Truegar.
doing this as like I wanna be adventurous. This is literally how my character is. He gets mad easily.
Yeah, he does get mad. You're
Truegar.
playing your character, that's right.
Truegar Oglen.
Did I say anything?
I'm a
No,
small
I'm
man.
just
I'm
saying to
willing
the
to
table.
share.
Fuck it. I'm okay with what you do as long as you're okay with what happens
Yeah.
as a result.
I'm a small man. I'm willing to share some porridge.
So she looks and she says, I want you all out now.
Are you sure, ma'am, that maybe I couldn't trade some
Hey.
cuddling
Hey.
so that the rest of us could stay? Can I... Persuasion check?
Maybe.
Oglen is down for cuddles. He hasn't cuddled a woman
Like, how
ever.
seductive is Oglen being right now?
He's like, you know, when that grandma has that, like, friend of their grandson who comes over who's, like, just never had a mom in their life and,
The
like,
start of a
really is
weird
looking
porno.
for... So it's like, it starts out really familiar, but then it becomes sexual after that relationship develops. But we're still
Yeah.
in the familiar stage.
Roll persuasion?
All right. Can I get it at advantage? Because she's real, like, she's in a famine right
Yeah, but she's pissed.
now. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Ooh, well, I got myself, let's see, persuasion, 16.
Just guessing.
16.
She kind of softens and smiles a little bit at Oglen.
And I'll tell you what, we'll clean the rest of this up. Actually, we'll have him do it. And Oglen looks.
I can't move, right? You know what I mean? Not even my move.
You know, we'll just pick him up and we'll just wipe it.
Ears. And she like huffs and she goes back to the kitchen. And she brings out like a bucket and a couple of rags.
Okay.
And like an empty like tray to put the dishes on it. And she says, clean it up and leave it on the counter. And as she's walking away, she like waves her hand at Ash and he's moving again.
All right.
Can I walk up and slap Ash?
No, first
yeah,
thing I'm doing is getting out. I'm cooling my head off.
Yeah.
But
We gotta let
He tiles some drywall.
You can do that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We gotta let Ashranen move first, right?
I really don't think I'm going to wasted food.
Okay.
Like that's just not.
Beat his ass.
That's also in his character.
Fruit picks up the
You
tray.
gotta have a
and
wasted
then,
life, buddy.
Bowls and
Yeah.
some
You
ketchup
saw me
or,
not caring about beating up old ladies.
She told you guys to
Just
leave it
dip
on
down.
the counter.
Yeah. Oglen also grabs a rag and, you know, starts getting the parts that slopped up onto the counter.
Are you doing nothing?
I'm just going to stare like seethingly at Ash.
Okay.
Like,
Damn, I
just
wish I
like
would've smacked him.
really hard. Like, just like over across the bar.
Everyone takes her side. Everyone takes her side.
It's kind of an asshole thing.
Yeah, kind of an asshole thing to do.
Like have words, but hit the tray out of her hand before everybody's gotten their food.
Okay, when I said that, I was under the assumption that I was the last person to get my food.
Oh, I see.
I thought she was like, here's everyone's food but you.
I said she's given a couple of people their food, and she stops next to Ash and says,
Well, we'll listen to the episode and we'll
Yeah,
know.
but in,
Yeah, well,
in my mind's eye, it was different than when I heard
Yeah.
it.
That's fair, that's fair.
"So,
Now I gotta share my porridge with
what
Truegar.
are you doing now that you're able to move?
I'm leaving the tavern.
Leaving.
This is the first time.
Okay.
You gonna chill?
Yeah.
So far, the two of us have started cleaning. And if Dimble's there, Oglen's gonna say, what are we gonna do about that guy? His temper is just, it's off the chain.
In a bad way.
And Andrew, off the chain is an
No,
idiom.
you don't explain.
Okay.
In character, it will need to be explained.
All right.
Maybe.
When somebody is like, what the f-?
You see that Oglen smiles a little bit when he says off the chain.
He needs to figure it out in character. And then I can add him to
He's
the
always
list.
been a little bit temperamental, but it seems since we went through our transformation, his temper's actually gotten worse.
Yeah. I mean, maybe as his power increases, his control over his temper decreases.
It's probably possible.
I've seen magic users do that in the past.
I don't
Old wizard.
I don't
god.
know all of you very well yet, but I can say this. Whenever any of the orcs in our tribe would act up, we put them back on the chain.
Oglen considers this very seriously. This might be the death knell of his new catchphrase. He realizes it doesn't have universal application anymore. There are certain cultural limitations to his idiom.
You can have an inspiration for that. That was really good. You might have done the thing that I just couldn't figure out how to do in 5 fucking months.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Well, yeah.
Are any of you going to help us with this? Because so far it's just
the two of you cleaning.
Well, I'm offering you some food, so I'm going to take a sit back.
Matteo has offered to share his bowl of stew with other
2 people.
Okay.
I'm gonna help clean up. Like, just angrily staring at the
Roll sadness. That wasted food.
Wait, can
Someone's gonna help clean up.
Yeah,
We're
you
not
can
actually
roll
gonna
my
have a
box.
seat. He's just using his mage hand. He is doing
Yeah.
17.
That's some
Yeah,
sadness.
you're feeling some sadness right now at the food that
So much sad.
Is he sad or pissed?
I'm more pissed. I personally feel like that's like.
I feel like if you didn't immediately slap him, you can't really say you're pissed
Okay,
anymore.
yeah.
You're definitely sad.
I'm just sad.
Maybe upset,
Yeah,
but
heartbroken. Because like it's food.
It's a shame.
That's survivability right there. Yeah.
it's not your mother.
I noticed the taco that has been knocked out
And
of
that's what it
Sano's
seems
hands.
like to me. All food is like my mom.
I
Not in a
noticed.
good way. But like,
All food is like my mom.
Yeah, tacos equal mom?
Hold on. So I'm gonna notice that Sano's taco has basically been knocked out of his hand, and I'm gonna take a ration tin and give him one.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
so it's just gonna.
That was an endgame reference.
Hey.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't seen Endgame, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
Well, then you're a loser.
Hey, losers together.
Okay, anyway.
Literally on 3 different
So now 5
services
people. So now 5 people have food. They gave
Back
me
to the
ration
real
tin.
game. Real talk.
Bringing it in.
Bringing it in. So,
Roll for cool-headedness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's Ashranen doing outside?
Percentile, actually.
yeah.
Oh, that's
seriously.
He fucking shoots the bartender.
Yeah, anger is not this or that. It's a level.
31.
Yeah, you're kind of chill. You've calmed down significantly. You realize that perhaps hitting the tray out of her hand and wasting food wasn't the best way to respond to somebody calling you a name.
Ash, look.
I'm not outside yet.
He's not inside. He's outside still.
He's Truegar starts talking to the door.
Pretend I'm still chilling out.
He's practicing his speech that he's gonna give him.
So she comes back out a few minutes later and she collects the dirty dishes that you guys have finished eating and she takes them back in and she definitely like smiles at Oglen.
And he winks back.
She like turns a little bit red, like in the cheeks.
Like the anime girls.
Like Oglen's beard, red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Street corner Oakland.
That's my
I mean,
Oglen leans over to Ash. Hey, you're gonna...
he's outside.
Oh, you're right.
That's my favorite kind of Oglen.
Street corner Oglen.
What the fuck is happening?
Oglen's not even 18. This is actually illegal.
What? Oglen's 47, it's legal.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry,
right, he's
I should
49.
not have derailed. So, Oglen, you heard nothing.
That's right.
Back at it.
I'm gonna kind of tap Truegar and walk towards the bar.
Mm-hmm. So I fail your tap. What would you like to talk
I
about?
just keep walking to the bar, past him.
Like around the bar?
Well, like I'm doing like this kind of action.
Oh, I see.
Just keep walking.
Okay.
But are you like walking upstairs or around the bar?
Walking to
or
the bar.
Walking to the bar, okay.
There's nobody at the bar but you.
I know.
Okay.
So at the bar, behind the bar, there is no bartender. We still have our brews. I'm like, hey, you're behind the bar, but there's no bartender. Are you the new bartender?
No, I'm just sitting at the bar.
Oh,
Like,
that's
Really
right.
awkward.
yeah, I know. I'm
This
the
is-
only one sitting there.
We should do
Because
Dungeons and
it-
Awkward Dragons.
Like in my head is like, here you are, and then you stand up, walk, and then and then like sit down next to me. All you did was position yourself from my left to my right.
Oh, I thought we were sitting at like a table.
We were.
Oh yeah, so I moved from the table to the bar.
I follow him.
There.
Oh, okay. So you guys watch as Matteo and Truegar just move to the bar.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
I whisper to him and I say, that name, that bandit group, the Bandit Arm. I read about them, and I'm not even fucking with you. Like I've actually read about them in the library.
Normally, I'm fucking with you.
You have all fucked with me. Are you sure?
Yeah. This one time, if you can trust me one time, this is the time.
Okay.
I've read about them.
Then let's go up to the inner room. Let's go up to my room and talk about this, but not here in an open area. Sweet. I sip my beer nonchalantly and with zero expectation of people watching.
Do you want to come up to my room and look at the collection of banded arms?
Did he just?
I got him with the snort.
Just snorted like a pig.
Imagine you're upstairs and Matteo just rolls up his sleeves. My shirt was too tight. Look at my banded arm.
Look at this banded arm. Yes, I'm here at the bar, and I'm gonna agree with you and go.
It's not really bad for you. That wasn't even that funny, and you snorted.
He said, and you snorted, and it was great. I'm sorry.
It saved my bad joke. I appreciate you.
So yes, so myself
It was a
and
pity snort.
Jeremy go upstairs, and we casually just, hey, let's go to bed.
I feel like that escalated quickly. Like no foreplay at all.
The only reason you
Hey, we're
think
here. Let's fucking go to bed. He's married.
it's only gross because you think it's gross.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think anybody said it was gross. I think it just that was
I just
That's the fucker that said
I
it's gross.
just hope
That
0 to 60
is the
with
fucker
like
that
no
said it was
acceleration.
I hope that Oglen has this level of game with the bartender.
Attention. Oglen does not like.
Okay, so yeah, you wanna go to bed?
Up to the room and open the door. And sit on the beds.
And we talk. And while we're talking, what else is happening in the tavern?
I'll come back in about
Okay. So you don't see Matteo or Truegar anymore in the common area. Now it's Sano and Oglen and Dimble and
Bro.
Yes, bro.
We got dirt. That was a close one, actually. I almost did go with bro.
So you see them, Ash, and Ash walks in. What are you guys doing? And it is pretty late out.
Yeah.
The sun has gone down. It is dark out. Any light that's outside is just from the lanterns that are in like windows and such.
And when Ashranen, did you come back and sit back down with the rest of us?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I was waiting to see. I was just standing there looking at you guys, I'd say.
Okay.
Just look around.
Then I'm gonna wait.
I'm just gonna like lock eyes with Ash and just stare you down because I'm a little mad, upset still.
I get it, but what's your ultimate
This
goal?
session has been super homoerotic.
So much. Oh
No,
my
I
gosh.
guess I gotta
Only
walk over
homoerotic
now.
if you want. So you're staring him down. What's your goal?
My goal is to eventually have a conversation and tell him that wasting food is not okay.
And then instead, you should
Okay,
get
no, that's cool.
So you should probably tell him that instead of telling us that that's what your
Yeah,
goal is.
instead of telling
Yeah.
Truegar wasting food's not okay.
Truegar's not even down there anymore.
No, he's upstairs.
I'll go over. I'll start walking over.
Okay.
So-
With my head down a little.
It's not big. It takes you like a second.
I feel bad.
With
So,
my head down, I'm in a corner
I'd
brooding.
like stand up and pull out a chair and offer it to Ash.
I'll sit down.
Ask me about my tragic backstory that I'm not going to tell you about.
Let him
The session has been really, really bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
About this
Back on track. Go ahead.
Sorry. That wasn't cool. Like, what possessed you to slap the food? Like, of all things, the food.
Well, to be fair, I thought everyone's gotten the food already. I thought it was just me that hadn't received food, so I was pretty upset.
So you
She called
assumed
me a name.
6 plates of food were for yourself.
No, I thought everyone got the food, and she called me a name, and it upset me pretty easily. Woman, once an eye, and I got up, and that was the first thing that I thought of. Is she's not gonna give me my food, then I'm gonna hit something.
Ash, me and Oglen were talking a little bit. It seems like your control of your temper's gone downhill since our transformation.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell us about?
I think I may have developed a new personality trait from alcohol. I think I've deeply manifested his ruthlessness, his aggression, and his fury, and I can't control it. It's just that's what I was saying happened to me when I shot my horse. Was I was just so mad and deeply emotional that that's the first thing I resorted to was just the anger. And the only way I know how to use and vent my anger is to just shoot, hit, not yell. Usually just shoot and hit.
We need to find you some coping skills, buddy. Something other than killing stuff right away, because that's going to end up in a lot of trouble.
It is.
You know, it almost got us thrown out for the night. It got your horse killed, and who knows what other kind of trouble it could get us into in the future. You got your own coins thrown back at you today because you couldn't just pay for your arrows and leave.
I'm just glad that his coping skills is shooting a horse and not a human.
Yeah.
If I could control it, I would. I don't want to act like this. It's just something I don't know how to do yet. And I guess I should have asked the library that.
Something.
Yeah, it sounds like you're at least willing to try and be better. And that's all we needed to hear. Because all of us have things we need to work on.
Absolutely.
And we're here to help you do that. But really, the World Walkers are not going to be successful if every time we walk into town we just make enemies. We need to be able to approach situations diplomatically. So we just ask that if you understand this is a problem you have, that you take a back seat in social interactions. And just try to curb that rage. Trust me, we all feel it.
And then next time you feel it building up, just storm off and brood in the corner.
Yeah, you know, I hear pulling a chair up into a corner is a real nice move.
Just have an inspiration.
Next time, I'll just stand up and I'll just walk away.
All right.
There you go.
And hey, know that none of us blame you. None of us are claiming to be better than you.
We just want to help you, buddy. We're concerned.
Yeah, we're here for you.
Hey, did anyone notice that I just
Aren't you
stopped moving
upstairs?
when I got up and hit the tray? Did anyone notice that?
Yeah, I think she might have ensorcelled you with some kind of magics. That's got me real excited for what's going to happen later, if I'm being honest.
I do not want to know the details.
Did anyone expect this old lady to just know magic?
Yeah,
I
In
imagine
this backwater, nobody can.
if she's survived down here this long, she's got a few tricks up her sleeve to run a tavern by herself. You know, if she doesn't have any barkeeps helping her, or she doesn't have any bouncers or anything.
But did
Even
you
the smallest
see how
taverns.
she walks? Oh, that's the thing that gets me the most.
Oh, that's
You see how slow she was?
you and I are on the same page
Wait.
there, buddy.
Are you turned on by vulnerable women? Is that your thing?
Because there can't be two of us.
Ash is turned on by vulnerable women.
That's
Okay.
Truegar's not downstairs.
Truegar is not there.
When you froze up, you sure it was her?
I would have swung if I could have.
And-
Or said something to these idiots who were goading me on.
Dimble, you told me magic doesn't work right.
Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It's unpredictable. It's not as reliable as it used to be.
So maybe she wasn't trying to freeze you. Maybe she was trying to give you an invisible hug.
Could be.
Or maybe she was trying to make your head explode and she only froze you instead. We
I
don't
like
know.
that one better. That's probable.
We really don't know. But we're just glad that she didn't end up throwing us out in the street.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You think?
Don't hit anything else of hers.
You think
Please.
I should go apologize? You think I
I
should
think
just
it's best
go
if you
in
don't
for
say
the
another
night?
word to her again.
Yeah.
Unless she directly asks you a question and then politely answer with as few words as possible.
Or brood in the corner.
I can't believe she called me a beast. I didn't even say anything mean.
I think it was something to the remarks about mothers that she took offense to.
Yeah.
She didn't punish any other people that were thinking about it.
I believe you're the only one that said it out loud, though.
Maybe I'm just the unlucky one.
You might.
I'm going to bed.
You might.
Thank you for cleaning this up for me. I'm sorry about tonight.
Hey, anytime.
And then I cross my arms, and then I go upstairs like this.
What's like?
That's not too bad.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
He opens the door to the bedroom and just stands in the corner.
It's because I'm a ranger, isn't it?
That's because I'm a ranger. Goddamn racism.
So
Classism.
what are the rest of you who are downstairs doing?
I'd like to retreat to quarters and work on my diaphragm
Into the
exercise.
bed?
Yeah.
Retreat to my quarters.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bed. But like,
That was much
I want to
more
do some
poetic.
like I want to like work on like controlling my breathing while I'm going to sleep.
Okay. What about Dimble?
Breathing exercise.
Dimble wants to try to pull Oglen to the side or wait with Oglen to see if anyone else dissipates.
Okay.
And what about Brudall?
Actually, no, I'm not going to use message. Never mind.
Brew's actually gonna peek out the door real quick, just make sure the stable's good. Just worried. And then he'll head upstairs and go to the
Okay, everything in the stable looks fine.
then he'll head upstairs and
So it's just Oglen and Dimble downstairs right now. Everybody else has gone. Sorry, everybody has retreated to their quarters.
Retreated to their corners.
So, Oglen wanted to mention that Ash isn't the only one that have noticed a drastic change in since I think you used to be so level-headed and you've gone more on the reckless. I mean, the Oglen that I used to know never would have been hitting on a old tavern lady just to save a few coins.
Well, you remember that barbarian fella we knew who had them like spiritual folks that would come every time he would get mad about punching rocks? Halgas? Was that the guy's name, right?
No.
What was the other one? No, Halgas.
What was the other one's name?
I don't know. He wasn't alive long enough.
Okay, Oglen doesn't remember.
Rachel or something.
Yeah. But, man, I tell you what, there was this woman in there, and he said it was like his great-grandmother. Ooh-wee! She was something to behold. The beard on that one was, oh man, you could just get lost in it.
He's talking about her upstairs beard.
Yeah, that's right.
The point I'm getting at is that, you were reluctant to begin with to take up the second in command, and things have really shifted around a lot, and not quite the level-headed person that I originally thought I would have in the second command, and I wanted to check in on you and see how you're feeling about that position, if that's something you still want to do or not.
Yeah, I felt like this conversation's been coming for a long time, and I appreciate your candor and bringing it to me directly. I'll be honest with you, since the trial of the sun, I find it really difficult to put the needs of the World Walkers ahead of anything that Alcar would demand of me. And I've honestly been kind of dreading the day when those two demands would come at odds with one another, and then I would have to make a choice between them. And I know the choice I would make, and it's not the choice that you would have your vice president.
Well, I think most of us are under control of Alcar right now, so I don't see our alignment of the World Walkers veering from Alcar anytime soon. I mean, I'm under his power too.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess I've only been alive like 50 years, and it seems like
That's double the amount of time that I have.
yeah.
Triple than I have.
I just feel like I ain't never had a break, Ever since the beginning of my life, I thought everything was so simple. The goal was to just take suffering on for other people, right? And to compassionately, I don't know. I don't even understand it anymore. Looking back on it, it doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. You're not the only one who has doubts about me being your vice president. I stepped down from that treasurer position because I didn't really feel like I was up to the money, and now it's Truegar, the money managing bits, and I don't know. I feel quite often like I'm in over my head. Let me tell you, honestly, on my way out to the stables earlier, we just met this new fella, and I was so embarrassed. I tried to tell him, hey, you're going to talk to the person who owns the stable, and then there wasn't anybody there, and I was just putting my foot in my mouth. Both of them at the same time. I'd been hovering on the ground if I knew levitate. But I don't know.
It works. I'd like to see that someday. That'd be quite amusing.
But I don't know. I feel like so much of what I've been doing has been in my own head. You know, I'm fighting demons that I can't even see. And honestly, I feel like I've been tricked for the last couple of days. Like, you know, I feel like I've been, you know, Matteo just gave me a bedroll, right? And I carried that thing, but it made me realize how much I've been carrying here recently. You know, the weight that we had trying to go to this monastery, I felt so much pressure to make us go there for reasons I still don't understand. Like, it seemed like a waste of time. Honestly,
I think a lot of people learned some very valuable information.
It's never a waste of time. It's never a waste of time because you
Aren't you upstairs?
You're not there.
Fuck. I want to be there for him because he's bearing his soul, and I want to bear my soul too. God damn it!
But
You're bearing your soul.
you know, I can't understand why that was so important to me. You know, I feel like I pushed us to go to this monastery, and it doesn't make any sense. I'll be honest. I don't know if I can trust myself right now. So I totally understand if you want me to step down from vice president. I'll do so willingly.
That's not what I said. I'm asking how you're feeling about it. You still want to be.
I feel like I'm not qualified, but in some ways, perhaps that's what we want out of leadership. A person,
Richard.
yeah,
Oglen takes 10 damage.
takes 10 damage. All right, boom. And so you see him say that he's not qualified, and then and I feel like maybe it's just not me who feels that way.
Is he gonna have to do a balancing act between arrogance and self-deprecation? Like, I'm not worthy versus I'm worthy?
I'm the worthiest.
I may be worthy? I'm a really good guy versus I'm not worthy. Oh.
But the only thing I can say to you that might make me the right candidate for this position is that I am dreadfully aware of my flaws. And I have a lot of growing to do. And I care very deeply for these people. And I don't claim to have any leadership abilities or any managerial experience. I mean, hell, I'm a teenager who grew up in a church who taught him that the way to do good was to cry for other people. Like, what kind of worldview is that?
Yeah, sure.
But I don't know, Dimble. I feel like all of this that we've learned in the last few days is so beyond my abilities. I've failed so many times. I should have just stabbed that tiefling.
I think we're all feeling a little bit over our heads at the moment, you know, with everything that's been going on in the past few days. And be quiet in the corner.
Yeah, we're
versus
still
upstairs.
Yeah. Head and all is alive.
We're still not there.
Not there.
I'm just in my bed screaming, Evan is alive!
But I don't know. I'd be interested in hearing your very objective critique.
I've questioned some of the things that you've done, and some of the things you said hadn't quite added up. Like, yes, we should go fast. Let's slow down, and other things.
Yeah, like where? What? It's like I wasn't even listening to you.
Am I the only person that is not drunk right now?
I'm sober as a bird.
It literally said that in one session. I agree with you. We should go fast. Let's slow down.
Yeah, you remember that? On the way to the monastery.
You're making a reference.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed the reference. I remember him saying it, I just missed the reference.
Shit, I'm out of here.
Huh.
That's probably for the best.
Probably a good thing.
I'm debating having this talk back and forth. I can see the decisions weighing on you and how unsure you were when you first took the position. But at the same time, looking around the rest of the group, you know, Sano, you know, he's got this dragon thing going on, and I don't really trust that exactly. And you know, Matteo, I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. And it seems like he can't even tell himself the truth, let alone the rest of the group. And that's not a quality I want in the second in command. And we've already discussed Ash's faults today. And Brew, you know, just met him. You know, he seems like he could be a strong addition to the team, but we don't really know quite what he's capable of yet. And Truegar, you know, he seems like a good folk, but he gets so full of himself and headstrong. Sometimes I think he has a hard time being more than just a soldier, but at the same time I think sometimes he wants to be this soldier out in front of everything, and I'm not ready for somebody like that yet.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, in other words, I wanted to check in and see how you were doing, but in lack of a better option, I still would like to keep you in the second in command.
And Oglen raises his glass. Well, here's to being not the worst choice at the right time.
Here.
Cheers.
You ready for bed? It's been a mentally challenging day with all this heavy discussion.
Yeah, it has been quite a bit. And,
Let's go.
Please don't hesitate to have this conversation again. Oglen, you know, finishes the rest of his drink and kind of waits, maybe clearing up other glasses. There's little bits of alcohol left in other people's glasses. He's gonna pour the remnants into his own. Sip it.
I'll leave you to your lady friend. No judgment.
I appreciate that. And you might want to cast a silent spell on your room.
I wish I knew.
So what's all up to now?
So, what is my life devolved?
What has happened?
Why haven't you even drive?
Why do you do this? Will, can I turn in this chip for one cheap vodka drink?
So,
After the session.
Oh, okay, deal.
after Dimble, a few minutes after Dimble goes upstairs, and you're the last one down there, she comes out, and you know she's got like a bucket, and you know she's meant to be cleaning things, and she stops next to you, and you know she makes eyes at you, and she says, "So were you just talking empty?"
No, oh no, ma'am. Did you want me to get these for you? And Oglen stands up, little gentleman, right? And he's gonna try to take the bucket and the other things. Like, did you want me to help you with that?
Well, I want you to help me with something.
Oh, I like that. Maybe we can leave this till tomorrow.
Okay, and we fade to black.
Oh, damn it!
Roll percentile for enjoyment, though.
Oh, okay. See,
pregnancy.
can I tell you a little bit about what I imagine this? Well, I don't think it's gonna be like you.
It's a fanfic.
It's a fanfic. All right. So Oglen is a virgin, right? Okay. So it's gonna be the best sex he's ever had, Gordon.
Also the worst.
Also the worst.
The only sexy
Fades for black for 7 seconds, then Oglen comes right back out pulling his pants up.
Yeah, that's right. But there will be tears, and he's probably going to share a little too much personal information with this woman that he thinks is like his lost grandma.
I'm not role-playing sex ever again.
Fair, okay. So here's percentile.
In his defense,
No, wait.
Bro, that's a stack. That's a stack.
It was a 64, but can we say it's a 69?
It's a 60.
It's a 69 if that's what you rolled on the dice.
That is what he helped
That
me.
is what it was changed to.
That's what it was changed because of her choices.
So that is the end of this session,
All right.
but I do need Richard, Ben, and Justin to come with me
Okay.
wait, say again?
to the closet.
To the closet.
Richard, Ben, and who?
And Justin.
Justin.
The god.
Can
So,
we bring our notebooks?
all of us not important people.
You might want to.
Wait, so
You may want to take a note.
what was our writing assignment for this week?
I don't
Second.
remember.
Okay.
It was character introductions.
Can I want
For the
Oh, I
500
700
words.
to 800 words about your character. Not in character stuff, but like
Out of character.
if you were telling somebody about your character.
Right.
And that's what's going to go on like the blurb for the.
Is it okay to use quote unquote, hey, my name is Truegar, I'm a hunky beast? So, like, is it okay
You
to
can
use
go
sort
for
of,
first person.
A part of.
Okay.
Can we like take like you know how like in the reality TV shows they do like a headshot cam? I'm Truegar. Like
I'm Truegar. I love orc dick.
Yeah.
I love orc dick.
No, let's not do that.
I'm sorry, I'm
Matteo. I'm really
Be
bad at
serious.
telling the truth.
be serious. So
I'm a sneaker. I'm a sneaker. Yeah, see?
I'm gonna have a 50s cartoon gangster voice. I'm gonna lock you up. We're gonna pull off a heist.
if tomorrow was not a holiday,
How big?
I'd be way different than I was right now. That's all I'm saying. If tomorrow was not a federal holiday, if
If you had to go to work.
yeah, if I had to go to work tomorrow, I'd be way different.
Well,
I understand that.
I'll stop it right now.
this could be the stuff we put out at the end for our Patreon subscribers.
We tell ourselves we're gonna cut this all out, but we didn't.
We won't. It's literally gonna be one file from start to finish. We're all too lazy.
3, 2, 1. We are stopping recording